Hello YouTube, welcome back to another live stream. Fix this up a bit. It's a little bit chilly today, so got my sweater on. Okay, so we're good. Alright, so we've got a good connection, no drop frames, that's a really good sign. So let's get started. So we're doing quests again. Okay, so there's this one we just picked up. So yeah, let's do this since it is a new quest.
Swatter, who needs a swatter?
Who needs a swatter? Sounds like what's his name? Sam. I think it's Sam Weston. He's known for being the Imperial male in Oblivion or Skyrim. I think it's Oblivion. Okay, so he used to work here. So we just have to ask his boss about him.
Madam, I need to talk. Just a minute, Yetim. I am in middle of story. So then, I am crossing river, right? Wearing nothing but a smile. When out comes the most dangerous of all sea monsters. A Mirelurk!
A Mirelurk? Come on. That's like 2 out of 10 points of danger tops. Now, if you want to talk something really deadly.
Redeem! I forgot you were there, you fiend. What is it?
You know what? Never mind. I'll handle it myself.
That's pretty random. 2 Slavic dudes in the middle of America. It's not that it would have been unusual for them to be there, but like how did that persist? How did people pass that on?
That article in the public is right.
Okay.
Caesar's bar? I killed a man for it. No, I kid. He is dead though. Now let me know when you're ready to order.
I went to school with a guy named Vadim, and he was a great artist. He could like have a picture in his head and then he just draw the picture without making any mistakes. It was really interesting.
Earl Sterling used to work here, right?
Poor Earl. Gone just like that. Such a good bartender. Good friend. Oh, terrible with women, mind you. Bull in China shop with them. You with Valentine's Detective Agency? I forgot to drop off Earl's key when I hired you people. Here, I hope you find out what happened. Security does nothing but yell at me for asking about it. Anyway, you look like you need a drink.
Just browsing for now.
All right.
Yeah.
You keep that synth freak at arm's length. You
Hey.
understand me?
Yeah, we're doing all right. It's hard without Gwen, but it gets easier every day.
Yeah, that's real good to hear. Well, I just wanted to check in.
The wall? No.
If you ever need anything, you stop by the office.
Sure, you got it. Thanks, Nick.
Maybe.
Interesting.
Here's not
I like when they go and talk to
Papers telling the
people
truth.
about stuff. That's cool. They don't do that in Skyrim, I think. Not really sure. I'm pretty sure in Skyrim your companions don't talk to anybody. Okay, let's go check out his place.
You're that vault dweller from the paper.
That's right. Search his house for clues.
No accounting for taste.
Take your stuff if you don't mind. Oh, canned dog food? Gross. A lot of cigarettes, holy cow. Chef hat? Got files. I gotta sit down. Okay, let's go up here. Got his own cigarette machine, red Vault Boy TV shirt. Powerful pipe pistol. Well, I have a lot of ammo for that. not much in the way of clues here. Anything under the bed? Doesn't look like it. Oh! Surgery receipt. Mega Surgery Center, Dr. Crocker, resident surgeon. 1 reconstruction surgery. Procedure to be performed upon clearance of final installment payment. Patient Earl Sterling. He got his face redone? Mega Surgery Center. Okay. Didn't know such a thing even existed. It's news to me. I don't think I've ever done this quest before in all the time I played on PS4. Oh man, thank goodness for PlayStation. And Xbox. Like, if it wasn't for consoles making PC games available, I never would have had the chance to play them. Because like, Fallout 3, like we didn't have a good gaming PC, it was just a Costco computer.
Hey.
So I had a PS3 that I played Fallout 3 on. I literally broke up with my girlfriend so I could play that game. Because she's like, oh, spend your time with me. So I'm like, no thanks. I got a game I gotta play. So that was the end of that. And yeah, like Fallout 4, man, probably one of my favorite games of all time. Like I've played all the Fallouts except for like Tactics and Brotherhood of Steel.
I'm not supposed to talk to people I don't know.
Then why are you running up to me? Go away. Yeah. Yeah, I have a ton of time on Fallout 4 for PS4. Tons of time. Like, at least a week of playtime. Which is a lot. It's like almost 200 hours, I think.
Doctor?
A new patient. A new file to open. Do you have a legitimate medical concern? Or is this about our facial reconstructive services?
Do you know anything about this receipt?
Please. I really don't have time to deal with complaints or refunds right now. Dr. Crocker handles those questions. Now, let's get back to talking about your medical needs.
Where is Doc Crocker?
I'm a doctor, not a secretary. I'm sure he'll be around eventually. Now, I must insist we talk about your medical needs.
Typical doctor.
Not interested.
Let me know if that changes.
If I'm not shilling the medication I get paid to shill, then I'm not earning my shill money. Just basically the truth. Like, I had a doctor who put me on antidepressants because I was tired. It's like, oh, if you're fatigued, you're probably depressed, so here's antidepressants. And that just made me feel worse. So I talked to another doctor, he put me on a different antidepressant. Again, which made me feel worse. So I go back to the first doctor and he's like, oh, you should go back on the other stuff. You know, they only give you the medication that they shill for. My family doctor, however, he's like, okay, we're gonna send you to a specialist to get you squared away. And he did. So where's the Mega Surgery Center? You know, like, that's the thing. Like, if your doctor's not doing what you want, go to a new doctor, you know? Straight up. It'll take you a lot of time, but it's better than being tortured for 20 years. Like, my mom has a thyroid issue, and her doctor was under-medicating her for it, which made her feel like shit. She had really bad anxiety for a long time. So he retires. She gets a new doctor. The new doctor's like, what the hell is this person doing to you? And now she feels better. You know? Some people are just assholes. Okay. Where is this place? Will he tell me where it is? What the hell?
There's an awful lot of blood leading into the surgery center basement. Should try and find a way down there. Hey, Doc.
Hey,
This better be an emergency.
Gotta check in with a friend.
Care to explain all this blood leading to the cellar?
This is a medical facility. It's not unusual for there to be some blood here or there. I partner must have forgotten to clean up. Again. Anyway, we should get back to your immediate medical requirements.
Not today.
Very well.
Oh wait, I can ask him about it.
Doc,
Radiation poisoning is a common ailment, but we can cure just about anything.
I need to get into the cellar, Doctor.
What does this look like? A public outhouse? You know what? Don't answer. Why on earth would I let you down there?
Could 100 caps change your mind?
100 caps? To visit our basement? Well, I guess there wouldn't be any harm. All right.
Obviously, he doesn't
key.
know what's going
Just
on.
don't touch anything down there. Understand?
100 caps, yep. Let's go!
Oh, Earl. You've really been a handful, you know.
What
But I
the
think we're
hell?
just about done. Our little mistake is finally going to be corrected. Oh, naughty, naughty. You're not supposed to be down here, but that's...
Uh-huh.
Whoops.
What did you do to Earl Sterling, Doctor?
What did I do? I didn't do anything. It was Earl. It was Earl who didn't want to be happy. Good patients get a nice new face. Bad patients bleed all over the floor because they want to screw up their surgeon's life.
So you were performing surgery, and Earl didn't make it. Is that it?
I might have had just a bit of jet before operating. So I nipped a few arteries I shouldn't have. Who hasn't? But I'm a problem solver, you see. I knew if Earl disappeared, everyone would just think the Institute took him.
Why would people think the Institute took Earl Sterling?
That's what they do. That's what they've always done. As long as there's no body, everyone just assumes. And that's why Earl's body needs to go away.
So that's what you were doing? Cutting Earl's body up?
You can't just get rid of 200 pounds of cadaver without attracting attention. Fortunately, the butcher shop is close by.
Oh.
That trash pile just happens to have an extra box of rotten meat every week. Who would think to look too closely?
That's nasty. Holy cow.
You really think you can get away with this?
Get away with this? Don't you know who I am? I'm Doc Crocker. Doc Crocker never does anything wrong. And once this is all over, no one will have any reason to question that.
Okay, let's try and arrest him.
You've killed a man, Doctor. You're going to pay for it. Put the gun down and come with me.
And let's not do anything rash.
No. No one can find out. No one can find out.
Hey, look how much damage his bullets are doing.
I hope you were smarter than this.
Damn, that's one way to go.
What's going on here? Is that Dr. Crocker? I think you owe me an explanation. What happened here?
Doc Crocker killed Earl Sterling. See for yourself.
Dr. Crocker killed Earl? The facial reconstruction. So he really did go through with it. That explains a lot more than I'm comfortable with. Dr. Crocker always cared about his reputation, but this isn't human.
You didn't know. It's not your fault.
Of course it's not my fault. Moron and his damn appearance over practice mentality. Now 2 lives have been lost. It's disgraceful. I better report all this to security. Get out of here. It's going to take a long time to clean this place of biohazards.
So, the doctor did it, huh? Feels like there's a cliche in there somewhere.
Oh yeah. Well, actually, there's a Black Mirror episode.
Anything useful?
And this doc, they come up with a device.
Looks like it'll be a closed casket funeral.
Oh god, yeah. Dismembered person, absolutely. Yeah, so there's a Black Mirror episode. If you don't know what Black Mirror is, it's on Netflix. It's a British show where every episode is a different story, but it has similar themes or recurring themes. And
keep looking at me like that?
There's a doctor. They developed a device where you put the device one part on the patient and the other part on your own head, and you could feel what the patient feels. So he would learn to diagnose injuries and diseases based on how the patient felt, and he got really good at it. But he started getting addicted to the feeling because it's like pain, right? You're experiencing pain, and he got off on it. So it got to the point where he would hook himself up to a dying patient so he could feel the flat line and get off on it. And I won't tell you how it ends, but basically the guy starts doing stuff to himself in order to feel something. Yeah, it's really crazy. Alright. Ellie and I having a drink.
You ever find out where Earl Sterling ran off to?
Earl never went anywhere. Doc Crocker killed him during a botched surgery.
Crocker killed Earl? Gone as long as he was, I figured maybe Raiders or the Institute, but Crocker? Where's the doc now? Rotting in a cell, I hope.
It was either him or me. I had to put him down.
Goodness. I'm sorry you had to go through that. Here, take this. Sounds like you earned it. I'll send word along. Let everyone down at the Dugout Inn know what happened. Shame it couldn't be better news. Thanks again for closing this one out.
Okay, do we have any more cases to work on? Oh, there's a technical document. Toy car.
Ellie?
Good luck with the case.
Okay.
Hey.
Can I do something for you?
Just wanted to check in. See how you feel things are going between us.
What can I say? I like your style. You want to help people out here. That's the kind of person I want to travel with.
That's all for now.
Sure, sure.
Alright, on to the next one. Okay, let's scroll to the bottom. Oh, we're getting pretty close. We only got to scroll down a few times. Okay. Okay, that's the DLC. Okay. The USS Constitution. Let's help out the robots. How do you see with that pipe in the way, or that bar in the way? It's like Big Boss has got an eye patch and he's looking through a sniper scope.
I don't know what I find more disturbing. The fact that there's a ship lodged in that building, or that there's still a ship lodged in that building.
Let's check it out.
Scanning. 4 bells and all is well.
Excuse me. Okay, how do we get up there? Oh, here we go. USS Constitution.
This is the captain speaking. We're taking on an allied soldier. Clear the berth. Disable defenses. Make way.
Clear the berth. Okay, we can't steal from them either.
Midshipmen, stand down. Stand down, I say. This soldier is a guest on our vessel. Please afford him all appropriate courtesies.
Unidentified. Intruder. Intruder.
Mr. First Mate, this is the captain. This soldier is no intruder.
Requesting Permission to use lethal force.
Huh.
This must be a misunderstanding. You invited me aboard.
No records found.
Stand down! That's an order. And for God's sake, use the accent.
I, Captain, standing down.
Aye, Captain.
I don't know what I find more disturbing. The fact that there's someone was expecting trouble. Or asking for it.
I'll have none of your lip, Mr. Navigator. Have the crow's nest scan 2 points off the port bow. Jump to it.
Aye, Captain.
Our soldier has arrived. I trust the first mate didn't give you too hard a time. Been too long since we've seen the Congressional Army.
Thanks for calling him off me.
The scan shows you have the proper number of appendages still, so all is well. I am Captain Ironsides, commander of the USS Constitution. You visit this fine vessel in trying times. Be calm these long years on her airy perch. Damn you, Weatherby Savings and Loan! I spit at you.
A sad state of affairs for such a historic ship.
Seems this place ought to be a museum, not a weather vane.
On that, we are in agreement. What vexes me most is my inability to assist in the war effort. My gun decks have naught but Morats and ne'er-do-wells as targets. Enough pleasantries. The Constitution has systems that need repairs to carry out its mission.
Just tell me what you need.
Good man. Consult with the bosun and Mr. Navigator. They will relay your instructions. Dismissed. Look lively, lads. Scavengers approach. Soldier, man the cannons. Kill them.
Fire
as
the
a last
cannons.
resort. A few warning shots usually suffice to scare that rabble off. The cannons are inside them, soldier.
There's another with a star. Wipe him out. Bombs away.
They've struck their colors. Well done, men.
Got him. Okay. Two legendaries down there. I claim this victory. Okay. Time to go back down. Okay, there's one.
Your very presence.
What's a bosun?
A great honor. My programming would find it amiss. Might not also interject. Long live the captain.
You certainly have pep.
Much obliged for the compliment. But on to the mission of the day. Our last marine expedition valiantly returned with much needed supplies, including replacement power cables, sir. Alas, with
He's in charge of equipment and the crew.
I find
Okay.
myself unequal to the task of repairing the cables myself.
I'll get right on it.
My anxiety emulators are lightening by the microsecond. Once you have resolved this matter, I beseech you to return to me to accept my undying gratitude.
Install new power cables.
Warning. Overdue for maintenance. Defending the Constitution.
Okay, let's talk to the bosun.
Patrolling.
Hey, bosun.
How courses through the Constitution's veins again. Her sisters, long starved, flickered to life. A hearty congratulations. Huzzah!
Huzzah!
This has brought to light further failures in our power grid. The power relay, our shame, I previously complained about, is fluctuating wildly.
Don't worry. I'll get you up and running.
Only for you, sir. Power relay coils. Not a common enough part. Might I recommend checking the local shopkeepers? Surely, they would be of some assistance. Fair winds and following seas.
Yeah. Let's go.
Patrolling.
I could probably repair the thing myself. Excuse me. Pardon me. Excuse me, pardon me.
All is well.
Get out of the way.
Patrolling.
Ahoy, soldier. Scavenger threat eliminated. Damage assessment will commence after this unit has completed scheduled duties.
You robots do a good job of defending your ship.
Proclamation 1.
Defend the Constitution by any means necessary.
Guidance system offline. Multiple errors diagnosed. First error. Guidance chip stolen. This unit requires its return.
I can help. Where is it?
Stolen by human scavengers. Reclaim chip at Scavenger's forward recon station. Captain has approved a bounty for its return.
Lethal force is prohibited unless absolutely necessary.
Aft dinghy unlocked and available for your use, sir.
They're aging in here. I think it's a lot.
Defending the Constitution.
Yeah. Ugh. Got a long load screen. Let's do the Windows key trick. Just hit the Windows key, wait a couple seconds, and then go back.
I don't know what I find more disturbing. The fact that
I don't know what I find more disturbing. The fact that you keep saying that, or the fact that you keep saying that? Yeah. These ash piles should be legendary enemies. The heck? I can't loot him? Oh, what? I just got robbed. Holy cow. The game won't let me activate. The game won't let me use them. Sturdy combat armor. That's too bad.
Don't shoot! Those assholes didn't attack the ship on our orders. They weren't trying to frag ya anyhow. They just wanted to kill the frickin' robots.
Sounds like I was just in the wrong place. It happens.
Ah, thanks. A lot of those assholes were already on edge. You waltzing right into the Constitution just pushed them over. How did you get aboard anyway? We thought you were gonna get cratered for sure.
He knew I was an Army veteran, so he let me on the ship.
Army? Isn't that some old world mumbo jumbo? Whatever. So, you got to see the inside, huh? All that salvage, the real motherlode, just waiting to be stripped and sold.
So it all boils down to greed. Like it always does.
Hey, if we sell those gizmos, I don't know, they could help orphans and stuff. Us humans could use it a lot more than those robots. So you talked with the tin can. What'd he have to say?
Ironside says you stole a guidance chip. He wants it back.
His guidance chip, right. You know what he needs it for? His rockets. The huge goddamn rockets on the side of his boat. He's nuts.
I'm sure there's a good reason he needs them.
You seriously want to help that idiot bolts for brains? Screw that robot and come work with us. There's dozens more of us nearby. It's only a matter of time before we come out on top.
I'm not splitting my share with him.
You holding out on us, Davies? You got some magical way in there? This guy's got a free ticket aboard, so shut up. Help us destroy that freaking tin can once and for all.
No deal. I'm with Ironsides.
So you can keep your grubby mitts to yourself.
Then screw you, asshole. You're lucky we don't gun you down.
Look at her run. I'm out of here. Dude, what's the other thing? Repair or buy a replacement power relay coil. Okay, it's Bunker Hill. Okay, let's fast travel because I want to get rid of the combat music.
What it lacks in personality, it makes up for in greed. Somebody went to a lot of effort to keep folks out of here.
Hey again. Step right up. Little bit of everything from all over.
With the echo.
You have any paying work?
Yeah, I have something. It ain't easy, though. Caravanners just love swapping tall tales. But I've heard one story enough times, there's gotta be some truth to it. Apparently, the Northern Road goes straight through an old military training yard that's just crawling with a horde of feral ghouls. And that's cutting into my bottom line. So you take care of that, and maybe I can throw a few caps your way.
I already cleared the National Guard training yard.
Well, I'll be. Take this then. You might want to talk with Kessler, by the by. She's looking for someone like you.
Okay.
Hey there.
I fixed up most of what's here myself, so it's all guaranteed. Unless you need to return it.
Let's see what you have.
You got the caps, I got the goods.
Okay, what's it called? Black Ops armor. Destroyer's armor. More limb damage. Okay, what am I looking for? Power relay coil.
Welcome back. Looking to trade?
Let's see what you got.
You got the caps?
Power relay coil. Well, I only need one, but I'll buy two. Here's Carla.
Hey, Carla.
You again. Here to trade?
Yeah, let's see what you got.
I've got a few minutes to browse.
Yeah, keep your shirt on.
Assault rifle. Yeah, let's go back. Oh, excuse me.
I don't know what I find more disturbing. The fact that there's a ship lodged in that building. What's that?
He's tanky, holy cow. Ooh, nice shot. Ooh, man, they really did some damage. That's a lot of... Oh, what the heck? Oh. Elevator, nice. Okay. What's this? Okay, talk to the navigator.
There's a ship. They must want to protect something on full pressure.
Okay, we put the last piece here. Install new power relay. Alright. The navigator's downstairs.
Warning. Overdue for maintenance.
Where is the navigator?
All is well.
Looks like Nick's stuck too.
Power flows hard and steady. I would applaud you. Nice canal due to my lack of clapping instruments. But huzzah, sir. Huzzah!
You're welcome.
No, you're very welcome, Bosun.
You are too kind. I require no further assistance. But our Mr. Navigator is also beset by troubles. Scuttlebutties, our guidance system is on her last legs. If you've not already, speak to him. Fare thee well.
Okay. Looks like he went outside. I wonder if he followed me outside when I left.
Defending the Constitution.
Defend the Constitution. Yeah, Windows key.
I don't know what I find more disturbing.
Yeah, here he is. It's just as I thought.
Navigator.
Ahoy, soldier. Ship recovered. Dispensing bounty. Diagnostics report. 1 error remaining. Guidance radar's transmitter is not functional. Requires replacement.
Happy to help you out. Again.
Soldier's happiness is irrelevant. Acquire Poseidon radar transmitter at specified map coordinates. Further bounty will be dispensed upon completion, sir.
Repair or replace the transmitter. I could probably replace it. Or repair, I mean.
At current speed, we will arrive at destination in undefined hours.
Okay, at least he followed me back inside. Because now he's back in the ship.
Defending the Constitution. All is well.
I don't know what I find more disturbing. The fact that there's a ship...
If the scavengers keep seeking folly and destruction, I will...
Master repairman. Okay, my intelligence isn't high enough. Okay. Go. Oh, this is nasty radiation place.
What's that?
Run!
Go ahead and hide, little bleeder.
I like these APCs, they're kind of cute. Can't really hold a lot of people, can ya? Oh, what the heck?
Warning. Union violation detected. Last recorded break was 9,999 hours ago.
Oh, might as well use it. Hey, Sean. Welcome back. Just playing some Fallout, you know, clearing out some quests. How you doing today, man? May as well yoink this power armor. Oh no, not a rad roach. Ooh, festering bloatfly. Feeling better? That's good to hear. So you're not sick anymore? Ooh. Cavalier's lead pipe. Oh, it's got some pretty good damage on it. Yeah, because you had like a sinus thing going on, right? Oh, 81? Nice. I'm, where am I at? Level 52.
I think this place was lacking in charm before getting bombed.
Oh. I just sank. Am I going to be able to get out there? Yeah, it's been a while since I've been sick. I can't remember the last time. Oh, there's the transmitter. Tactical 308 pipe pistol. Hey, Preston. Good to see you. It's been a while. I hope you're doing alright, man. I hope you don't mind, but I'm helping some robots out. I think they'd make a good addition to the Minutemen. I could probably just teleport from here.
I don't know what I find more disturbing. The fact that there's a ship lodged in that building, or that there's still a ship lodged in that building.
This elevator's cute.
If the scavengers keep seeking quality and destruction, I will.
Yeah, that happens sometimes. You go to click through the conversation and you end up pulling your gat and blasting them. Okay. We are fully repaired. Oh, the navigator's up here now.
Ahoy, soldier. Guidance system fully functioning. Bounty dispensed. It is required you commence dialogue with the captain, sir.
At least you didn't use drugs or get over encumbered. Your companions really dislike those.
You've been of service to our nobleness. Despite ample provocation, I had hoped the guidance chip could be recovered without violence to the scavengers. Even now, they plot their retaliation.
I would have spared them if I could have.
I have no doubt that they made a peaceful resolution impossible. But you did your duty and did it well.
Did my
Fine,
duty.
I must reward your considerable efforts with the final labor. We stand but a hair's breadth away from embarking on our sacred mission.
I'm always happy to help.
I would expect nothing less. The ship requires turbo pump bearings from a nearby factory. It will undoubtedly be a dangerous mission, but I have faith you will succeed.
Alright, find the turbo pump bearings. Corvega assembly plant? Okay, that should be pretty easy. Oh dear. Cool that you got a really powerful rifle. Do you know what kind of rifle it is? Like just a sniper rifle or something? And, man, I haven't heard a your mama joke in like a decade. What the heck is going on? Something's blowing up. I used to work with a guy where mom jokes were like his bread and butter. You'd hear the same thing every day.
Something out there.
I appreciate it though, like sometimes you work with people and they don't want to have fun. So I like working with people that do like to have fun. I don't mind jokes. Oh, Sanctuary Hills is under attack. We gotta go. Okay, that should be the last of them. Okay. Let's go! Help defend County Crossing. Okay. Whoa, what's that? Oh, the Hub 360? Nice. Gunner, get him. Okay, we did it. Okay, and where's the other place? The County Crossing. Okay, let's get back over there. There they are. Troubleshooter, combat armor, right leg. He's got some sturdy combat armor, that's nice. Oh, he just flipped him over. Another legendary raider. Look at this guy spawned inside a hole.
Huh. Weird.
Fortifying leather right arm. Okay. Huh. Look at this guy. Okay, we did it. Okay, let's try that again. Back to the Corvega plant. And just really quickly, I'm going to run down, use the bathroom, and grab myself another beverage. This coffee just went right through me. Holy cow. I drink a lot of fluids. Like, I don't usually eat breakfast. I find I'm never hungry in the morning, which is kind of funny. I've always been like that, even as a little kid. Never liked to eat breakfast because it made me sleepy. Like, I'd eat breakfast, should be like cereal, milk, maybe some fruit. I'd go to school and I'd fall asleep. So, yeah, that's the thing. Like, it affects your metabolism, right? So, yeah, I've just never really been into eating breakfast. And then I play video games, right? So, I don't usually get hungry when I play video games. Because it's not, like, physically stimulating. That's why when I watch streams, I usually exercise a bit. But, yeah, don't eat breakfast. That's me, anyway. I don't know. He's either still here or he's gone somewhere else. Usually he'll just show up. He'll congratulate me on doing a good deed, and then he'll head out. Says I got 3 watching right now, but yeah. Yeah, sometimes people just pop in, which is fine. Okay, so let's get in here. Get the part that we need. On the TV? Okay, wow. I wonder what I look like in HD. Oh, dang. I just picked up that typewriter. Okay. Nick. Whoops.
See what I can do. Here's what I've got.
Here's what I've got. Oh, he picked up a gun. I like when they pick up guns. I think that's pretty cool. Okay, chef hat. T-shirt. Sturdy armor. Okay, let's go. Yeah,
I
yeah.
don't think we're alone.
Yeah, I like this brown shirt. Most of my shirts are black.
Whatever it was, it's gone now.
But, so, I don't know if I told you before, but I used to weigh, Oh, dude! Did you see that? Look like McCready? I'm alright with that. Did you see Nick pick him up and body slam him? That was awesome. Yeah, McCready's probably my favorite character in this game. He's the one that has the most personality, because, like, most of the characters are, like, good guys, right? But McCready is, like, the true neutral character. Like, he finds Goody Two-Shoes kind of disturbing, which I think is funny. Because it's like when you play as a Goody Two-Shoes, it's like the benevolent psychopath. It's kind of the archetype that you play. Oh, that hurt. Raider scum. Yeah, it's about time for a shave and a haircut too. I usually buzz my head. I don't like growing a beard because I don't like how it itches. Oh, here's another telephone number. Go into third person and they'll fight like that? Oh, okay. So if you don't play in first person, you don't get to do those. I wonder if you can do it in power armor. If you can, like, flip people over. Yeah, like I remember doing a place with McCready, and he would pick people up and flip them over like that. So that's like an unarmed attack thing. Oh, okay. Yeah, because I know, like, power armor, you can upgrade the hand, like, the fists and stuff.
Something out there.
There's something out there.
Break a sweat. Not that it's an option.
Kate? Oh, yeah, I forgot about Kate. Where do I pick up... well, it's not... I'm not done with Nick yet, but yeah, where do I pick up Kate? Because I totally forgot about her. Okay, got the turbo pump. Automatic piercing. Okay. Oh, combat zone. Okay. Yeah, I had the thing to go do the combat zone a while ago, so I'll probably get down to that today. Whoa, damn. Talk about Matrix dodge. Yeah, I think Combat Zone's a miscellaneous quest. So that's why I haven't done it yet. But yeah, I'll do that today. Okay. Let's go. I'm gonna go back to this guy. I want to see if he's got another load of ballistic fiber. I don't know. You probably don't know about this guy, Sean, but there's a guy that does... you got Nick? Yeah, that's kind of why I wanted to play with Nick as my next character, because you were rolling with him. Like, I love Nick's voice actor, Steven Russell. He's been in a ton of video games that I played as a kid. The most noteworthy, it's called Thief. And so in the game you play as a thief, but it's like, there's like supernatural stuff in it. So like the third mission that you do, you're breaking into a crypt. And there's like zombies and stuff like that in there. And there's like magical traps and creatures that are like supernatural and stuff like that. And there's even like... They're called pagans, but they're monsters that are worshipped by people. This is all my stuff from before. Yeah, this guy here.
Scabber. Let's trade.
So this guy,
I've got a few minutes to browse.
he'll sell special weapons and ammo. So like baseball launcher, incendiary shotgun. That's pretty strong. Yeah, Chinese grenade launcher. He's got a plasma rifle, pipe grenade, launcher sniper rifle. What the heck? Piggy bank hand grenade. These are all from the Creation Club. Nail gun. Yeah, he's got like a ton of stuff. What about his armor? Armor's not that big of a deal. Yeah, ballistic fiber. This stuff is super good. Oh, yeah. Buy some grenades too. Piggy bank launcher bomb. Saw blades. Pick up some saw blades. Pick up some nails. Yeah, this is the only guy I could find that sells ballistic fiber. Right now I'm putting my level ups into... I want to put my level ups into armor. I'm going to get armor up to rank 4, and then I'm going to make my military fatigues bulletproof. Basically, I don't know if like the bulletproof armor comes from the Minutemen, or not the Minutemen, the railroad. So you probably do have that ability in your game. But they don't sell the ballistic fiber, whereas this guy does. So I don't know if this guy's in the vanilla game or not, but he's like right between the Cambridge Crater and the Kendall Hospital. So I don't know if he's there vanilla. But yeah, like he does offer a lot of good stuff. Yeah, so that's what I mean. Like if he's there, yeah. Because like people were telling me online to get ballistic fiber from Tinker Tom, but he never sells it. So once I found that guy, I was like, oh, sweet. Because with tier 4 armor, you can put like 100 damage resistance on your clothes.
I don't know what
yeah, he's there? Okay. That's cool. Because, yeah, they there's a bunch of Creation Club quests related to that. I don't know, like, if you had access to them or not, but yeah. I did those, not yesterday, but the day before. So I got, like, a ton of unique weapons. A saw blade launcher, nail gun, all that good stuff. Oh, wait, I gotta go put this inside the ship. Alright. Captain's quarters. Turbo pump. It's turbo time! Oh, okay. It's the Pam cash quests. Okay, cool. Because, yeah, like, there was a... I got, like, an Institute one, I think. So I put that on my uniform. I'll be able to check it in a bit.
Hey, Captain.
Trim the power on the starboard bow. Steady as she goes, Mr. Navigator. Luck willing, at long last we'll set sail. Our hero of the hour is to thank. You've earned a double share, sir. Well done.
My pleasure.
You are truly worthy, sir, of witnessing our maiden voyage. Our twin NX-42 rockets will alight and unmoor us from this dreaded savings and loan. The Constitution will launch into the heavens, and after, gently land in the ocean. Then we take our rightful place as defenders of the Atlantic.
Yeah, so I...
You hide in vain. Proclaim this victory.
Just a random dude.
Hey, Captain.
Trim the power on the starboard bow. Steady as she goes, Mr. Navigator.
Yeah, so like Tinker Tom has the armored clothes. Yeah.
Our hero of the hour is to thank. You've earned a double share, sir.
My pleasure.
You are truly worthy, sir. Our twin NX. The Constitution will launch.
That's ambitious.
They say,
Excuse me.
Nothing ventured, nothing gained. Mr.
Right.
Navigator, put her through her paces. We need to... Those motherless curs! And the miscreant is found. There is no honor in this skull, sir.
Oh, incoming missiles! Incoming Molotov. Alright. What else do you got? He's got heavy armor on. We did it.
Captain Ironsides.
Gods be good, the scavenger assault has been broken. Not one of those scallywags stepped foot on our vessel. All hands, prepare ship for launch.
Congratulations, Captain.
There is one thing. We need power from the auxiliary generator to commence our voyage. I fear I must call upon you one last time.
Consider it done.
I admire your pluck. Here is your amply deserved reward. Godspeed to you, sir.
Broadsider. Am I over encumbered? Uh-oh.
Hey.
Do something for you? Take a look.
That's a pretty heavy weapon. Okay, let's go.
Defending the Constitution.
Oh wait, I can take the elevator down. Or I can just jump off. Yeah, I can just jump off.
I don't know what I find more disturbing.
Yeah,
The fact
let's
that
go.
they went to a lot of effort.
Whee! Now we gotta go up here.
Mr. Navigator, slowly throttle the engines. Power nominal. Excellent. Commencing final countdown. 3, 2, 1. Mr. Navigator, light the engines. Dreaded savings and loan, we shall be moored no longer. We are away.
Whee!
2 points to starboard. Yes, yes.
Oh, snap.
We did it! Victory at last! Helm reports we are a quarter fathom closer to the Atlantic. By my calculations, in a mere century we will take to the ocean. Well done.
You can still give them items when they're over encumbered? Oh, by telling them to... Oh! Yeah, by telling them to pick it up, right? Yeah, I think I remember you saying that before. Here, I'll try that out. Let's over encumber him. After I get rid of this suit.
Quite the inventor when I was young. Now these old bones just can't keep up.
Okay. Where's Nick? Nick, get over here, buddy.
Hey.
There's something you need? Here's what I've got.
Here's what I've got. Junk. Give him my aid. Water supplies are looking pretty good. What else can I give him? Okay, he can't carry anymore. Okay, come over here, Nick. So I'm gonna drop that broadsider down.
You must be doing pretty well.
Heads up.
If you're willing to leave
Take that weapon. Over here.
He did it! Yeah, you're right. It still works.
Heads up.
I'm listening.
So let's see.
What's going on?
I think it caps out at about 90. Okay, here's put some of this stuff away. $15K? Dang. I got like, I think 1,000. Yeah, caps at about 94. And I have, yeah, 1,111. So when you get to 9,999, does it keep going up? Okay, do I have hound meat? Mutant hound chops. Mutant hound chops, yeah. There you go. Got my radiation gun. You know, the funny thing is, like, the one thing that I needed the most for modifying stuff...
Hey.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe I should build some more and see if I get more stuff. Okay, I'm actually pretty low on oil. I'll build 2 more of these and see if that gets me more water. The plus will keep adding? Okay. One, 2. Okay, got over 200 water now. So we'll see if that increases how much water I get, or if it just makes it get to the point. Clean up the riverbed. Oh, I can get rid of that stuff? Oh, yeah, that's really in the way. I'm not going to worry too much about it right now. Like, I think the thing that's really holding me back is my lack of charisma. Because you said that it affects how many people show up in your settlement, right? Okay, make sure there's no things in these suits. Rotate it. Yeah, like if I grab it and turn it out. Okay, so maybe I can fit another one in there. Okay, there we go. I wonder if I can fit another one here. Get rid of that tire. Excellent. Yeah, there we go. You got like 40? Let's stick one more in. Okay, 335. How far down this river can I go? Basically all the way down to here. You can stick a whole bunch here. Then you can place more in front of them. Okay, I don't want to build any more because I'm running low on screws and oil. So I don't want to use up the rest of my stuff yet. But no, that's really good. So then, let's see. Both sides of the bridge? Okay. So that's actually a lot of water real estate. How long does it take for stuff to go into the workshop? There's already one in there. So what if I rest 24 hours? Yeah, buy the stuff from the vendors? Okay. Could get probably a shipment of screws. Okay. 24 hours. Okay, so you have to be outside of the settlement. Alright. Okay, that's that. That's that. Vault 88. Gotta play 24 hours in game. Okay. Okay, I guess I'm at the point where I should start doing these. Open your personal storage container. On the Pridwin? Okay. Check it out. You should see the Capital Wasteland. Yeah, like that, the Fallout 3, like everything was trashed. Okay. Alright, time has to pass by like normally. So like fast traveling, right?
Due to increased raider activity, all leave requests to off-base sites have been temporarily suspended.
Got my own storage
Affected
container.
parties
Wow.
will have their leave compensated at the next available opportunity. That is all.
Personal log entry 142. I can sum up living on the Pridwin in 4 words. I miss field assignments. Don't get me wrong, the research we're doing is exciting stuff, but life on this ship is a nightmare. I'm trapped in this metal tube 18 hours a day. I still can't decide who smells worse. And what passes for conversation among the grunts makes mutants seem scholarly. I'm gonna speak to Proctor Quinlan. Field scribe
Cache of
cannot
Bolt
have
jumpsuits. Oh wait, did I get rid of my... Just like Brotherhood of Steel? That sounds pretty cool.
Who's there?
Oh, hello. Oh, I shot the body. You're back here. Okay, something about this building. Vault Tech Regional HQ. Okay. Getting close to 2 days playtime on this file. Okay, it looks like I have to go down. Does this go down?
Going down.
Yep, okay, here we go.
Basement.
I've never really engaged with the pickpocketing in these games, like... But I know you can do cool stuff. Like putting the grenades in people's pockets. I think that's an achievement for this game, actually. Excuse me. Oh, wow.
Ain't that a blast from the past?
That's a lot of jumpsuits.
It's giving you trouble. I could give that terminal a look.
Look alive. Think you can unlock that terminal?
Okay, get on it, Nick.
It's all yours.
Nice. He's got an easier job with it than I would. Remote door control. Yep, family's good. Not really much going on. We've babysat a couple times. My niece is trying to get her, what is it? She's trying to get into massage therapy so she can work out of a place. So she said that if she gets her her qualification, she can go to a place where they'll give her a free room where she can do her massages, and she only pays 30% of what she earns to them, which is great, because, like, I didn't really like the idea of her having people come to her house, because, like, you don't want people to know where you live and what your conditions are, because then they might think they can rob you. But, like, to have a place to go and do it, like, that's pretty cool. So, her son is 2.5, and so we've been watching him and stuff like that. So she's pregnant right now. She's due at the end of December. So next year we'll be having the baby come over because she'll be doing stuff, which is cool. Like I don't know, but like other than that, there's really not a whole lot going on. It's just the usual stuff. Like I mean, we had Thanksgiving last month, right? But Canadian Thanksgiving is in the middle of October. And then we're going to have a birthday party at the end of the month. So yeah, family's good with me. Oh yeah, the election is, I think it's next year. Let me check. I'm pretty sure it's next year. Next Canadian election. Yeah, it's going to be October of next year. So, yeah, could you imagine if we had the elections in the same year? It would have been mayhem. But yeah, so I don't vote. I've never voted because I don't want to get put into jury duty, because that's what happens if you register to vote, then they can recruit you for jury duty. And I don't fancy being in a position to judge anyone's life, especially when their freedom is on the line. So I've never registered to vote, And even if I did, I wouldn't want to vote because I don't really care. Like, politicians are a necessary evil. You need to have people like that to run your country, because if you didn't, it would just be chaos. Like, someone has to be in charge. And the way the Canadian government works is, even though, like, the Liberals might be in power, yeah, Pierre's not bad, but the thing about people like Pierre is he doesn't speak for the lower class. So he's adopted by 2 teachers. So teachers are some of the most insidious people I've ever met. Like, really bad teachers try to brainwash people into becoming drones, and really good teachers encourage you to keep your free will. So to have Pierre as a prime minister, I don't know. I feel like he might do away with a lot of stuff that makes people happy, like the legalization of weed. I don't think he can go back on that at this point, but I wouldn't want him to be in charge of that, because he'll probably do something like increase the tax of weed. I wouldn't be surprised if he did that. So that's the thing. Like, Justin Trudeau did a bunch of stuff to make him popular, right? So he's hoping that his popularity, whatever you want to call it, is going to get him the votes. But that's the thing. Like, who was the prime minister before Trudeau? I think it was Harbour. Let me check. Yeah, Stephen Harbour. So, I kind of liked Harbour because he was trying to build up the military. I think a military is important, even though you might not need it to defend your country. Like, they still do important stuff, like, I remember when we got a lot of snow, the Prime Minister deployed the military to clear the roads. But that's what the Canadian military is for. It's not about guns and tanks. It's about personnel. So the Canadian military used to go all over the world and protect people. Like, we prevented bloodshed. We investigated crimes. We saved refugees. You know, we did all that stuff, right? That's what Canada was known for. But we don't really do that anymore. Or if we do, we don't talk about it. But there's been some strange changes to the military. Like in the city that I live in, we have our own reserve unit. And they had a civilian band. And this civilian band was made up of former members. It was made up of people that hadn't been in the military and people that were in the military. They got rid of that. They're like, we can't allow civilian personnel in military areas. It's like, they're the band. Like, what's wrong with having a civilian band for a military unit? Well, the military is closing up. So I don't know what that's all about, but it's kind of weird. Because we've heard stuff, bad things about the military. Like, there's a rumor going around that a bunch of soldiers died from the COVID shots, which wouldn't surprise me, because the COVID shots have had some of the most ridiculous side effects of any vaccination I've ever heard of. Because, like, what's the last vaccination I had? Grade 8, we got vaccinated against hepatitis B, which is a sexually transmitted disease. So it's like, well, why are you giving kids vaccine for STDs? You know, like, I don't understand that. But I guess they're afraid that we're all going to get infected by having sex with adults, which, like, I don't know about you, but I've never been that interested in people that are that much older than me. Like, I'm 34, and I would not want to date an 18-year-old girl because I would have nothing in common with her. We didn't grow up in the same time. We don't have the same interests, and, you know, what are you going to talk about? Right? So, like, this is the thing. Like, women my age tend to want people that are older than them because they're, what do you call it? They're financially stable, they're more mature, they have better bodies, you know, whatever. Like, that's kind of what society pushes them into, is to go for the older person. So going back to Pierre, it's like, Pierre's only 39. So, is he qualified to be the prime minister? I don't know. If people think he is and they vote him in, then okay, you know, they voted him in. But that's the thing. What's his experience, right? So I've only seen him walk around and make promises to like balance the budget and stuff like that. But the thing is, the reason the budget doesn't balance is because if you balanced it, you would not have any money left. You know, that's the thing, right? Like, it costs a lot of money to run a country, and there's only so many ways you can get money back. Like, legalizing weed is a really good decision because think of all the tax you make on that. I don't know. I don't think you smoke cigarettes, Sean, but like my mom does. So she smokes cigarettes. I smoke marijuana, and marijuana is way cheaper than cigarettes. Like so much cheaper. Like you get a carton of cigarettes, it's like $280, right? Whereas like an ounce of weed, which is about the same amount of stuff. Like actually, instead of making stuff up, let me look that up. How many grams is in a carton of cigarettes? How many in a carton? Oh wow, so one carton of cigarettes is 200 cigarettes, and that's 200 grams, or 7 ounces. So an ounce of weed is 28 grams. So I'd have to buy like 8 ounces to have the equivalent of tobacco. So if I bought 8 ounces, that would be like $800. So maybe I'm wrong. Maybe weed is taxed more. I don't know. But yeah, so like the problem with cigarettes is everyone has their brand, right? Like my mom smokes Matinee Extra Mild. She has forever. And they're like really weak. They're like the weakest cigarette on the market. So like she's smoking the weakest cigarette, right? You know, it's not healthy, but it's not terrible. Like some cigarettes like Camels and stuff like that, like they have the really high nicotine. Like I don't know how you do it, cuz like I've smoked cigarettes before and they just make me sick. Yeah, I don't like them. I like cigars cuz you don't inhale the smoke, right? You taste the smoke. I had an uncle, my mom's brother, was into cigars. And I remember being like 5 years old and going to his house. And he's smoking a cigar. And I just go right up to him and he blows the smoke in my face. And I'm like, that's some good shit. Like I loved the smell of it. And I love the smell of my mom's cigarettes. But yeah, to smoke them, I can't do it. So, yeah. So like, I don't really know who else there is. Like, what are the other parties, right? Like, I know there are other parties in America, but the other parties are really small. Yeah, there's 5 parties. And the thing that's funny about that is there's the Liberals, the Conservatives, the the NDP, the Bloc Québécois, and the Green Party. So, if you're not familiar, a carton? Oh, like over $200. Let me go ask her. Let me ask her how much it costs for a carton. She's not here, so I can't ask her, but I'll look it up on the internet, see how much a carton of cigarettes is. Okay, it's not as bad as I thought. So, like, a carton of cigarettes in Ontario is on average $105, but that's the cheap stuff. So, what my mom smokes is, it's closer to $200. I think. Could be wrong, but I can't ask her because she's not here. But yeah, so the numbers they have listed on the internet are low. So like, you can get really cheap cigarettes, right? Yeah, it's not cheap, man. And that's the thing. You probably smoke at least 10 to 20 cigarettes a day, right? So it only lasts you maybe a week, less than 2 weeks, right? Like, if I smoked weed the same way people smoked cigarettes, I would be spending about probably $1,000 a month. Because, like, that's the thing about weed, right? It's really strong now. So to smoke a joint, which is about 1 gram of weed, like, I would basically be passing out halfway through. So that's why, like, I questioned the legalization of marijuana because, you know, when you're getting it from a drug dealer, you don't do it all the time. It's kind of a once in a while type thing. But when you make it legal, I can just go and buy it whenever I want, right? There's no hookup, right? So I used to buy, how much? 3 or 4 ounces. So an ounce is 28 grams. So I used to go through about an ounce a week. So there's about 4 weeks in a month, right? So about 4 ounces. And that cost me about $500 to $600. Not cheap. But like, the stuff has gotten cheaper. Like, I just went to the store and I bought a really good ounce for, it was like $104. Which is super cheap because you can spend over $200 on an ounce. And it's not even the same shit. Like, the problem with weed is it takes a longer time to produce. So this stuff I got, it's called 11-week pink. So it claims to have cured for 11 weeks. So think of it like wine, right? Like when you make wine, it has to sit in the barrel for it to ferment, to age, right? It has to take the flavors of the barrel. It has to let the flavors coalesce. Weed's kind of the same way. Like, you have to let it sit for a while because otherwise when you smoke it, there's too much moisture and it's harsh on your lungs. So really well cured weed is like cotton candy. It's super fluffy, super nice. Yeah, we can grow our own. We're allowed 4 plants per house. My neighbors grow weed. I never wanted to get into growing it because I didn't want to have that much on hand. Like, it's not my house, so I'd have to cure it inside, and that would make your whole house smell like weed. And, like, I'm the only one in my family that smokes weed. Like, I smoke weed, my mom smokes cigarettes. Nobody else in our family smokes. I had a brother that was sneaking cigarettes at one point, I know, because I took out his garbage. He was just giving me a job to do. He's like, here, I'll give you this money on the floor if you take out my garbage. So I did, and I saw in the garbage bag a pack of cigarettes. So I'm like, brother's been smoking cigarettes, but I didn't tell anybody. My mom knew, just because she's our mom, like she knows, right? So, yeah. But yeah, like, my other brothers, they hate the smell of cigarettes. My mom keeps like a pop can as an ashtray. She fills it half with water and puts the butts in there. And my brother gets in to drive the car and he's like, what's that? What's that smell? I'm like, oh, it's the ash can. He's like, oh God, I'm gonna throw up. Like, that's how much he hates the smell. And then my other brother actually took a can that was her ashtray and took a sip accidentally and got the ashes in his mouth, and he's like, yeah, I never touched a cigarette because of that. But yeah, we can grow our own weed. But like, I don't like the idea of having that stuff sitting in your backyard, because like, you know, what if the squirrels get into it? You know what I mean? So yeah, we could grow our own, but I'd rather get someone else to do it. I actually worked at a weed factory once. It was just a temporary thing, but yeah, it's like a assembly line. So they have these metal tables, and you put your plants on these metal tables, and it's like an assembly line. You can push the tables down a slider and move them through the factory. And these plants were only about 2 feet big, which is actually quite small for a marijuana plant. Like, some marijuana plants can grow up to 6 feet. Like, I mean, our neighbor took it inside, but their plant was probably 5 feet tall. And that's the thing, depending on how you grow it, it can grow really big or it can grow really small. So yeah, like, we're not the first place to legalize it. Like, I know some of the American states legalized it, and we paid a lot of attention to that because we wanted to see how the industry worked, right? Because that's the thing, like, that place I worked at, the guys that were in charge were there because they knew how to grow weed, and they did it illegally. So the government and the province is, like, hiring these ex-criminals to grow their weed, and they're really good at it, so they make a ton of money. Like, the people that grow and sell marijuana are making more money now than they ever did when it was illegal. So just think of how much tax that generates, right? Like, oh, how much money has weed generated this year? Oh my god. So overall, we've made $43.5 billion. And there's almost 100,000 jobs annually. So the tax on marijuana is this. There's 25 cents per gram federal, 75 cents per gram provincial. That's actually really low. That's incredibly low. But they're just doing it by they're doing it by the pound. So my dad is around. He does live with us, but we don't talk to him. Like, I don't want to get into too much drama about that, but like, he was living on his own and he looked really sick. So we let him come live with us, and then he just turned into a jerk. So my brother and I don't talk to him, and he doesn't talk to us. He only talks to our mother. But he'll, like, talk smack about her. So he used to smoke a long time ago. But he's tried marijuana. He's tried all kinds of drugs. And he used to smoke cigarettes. So he quit, like, 20 years ago. And which is amazing because, like, cigarettes are so hard to quit. But I think the reason he quit was because he couldn't afford to smoke anymore. You know, like, if I didn't have money, I couldn't afford to buy weed. Oh, it's no big deal. Like, you know, things happen, right? Like, I don't feel bad about it because, like, I have schizophrenia, right? And I'm being treated for that. He's never gotten help for any of his stuff. So he might have schizophrenia too, but he's too scared to go to the doctor and get checked out because he doesn't want to go to the hospital. But he's had his own share of problems, like, kidney problems. He's had a couple of stents put into his heart. So he's got, like, heart problems. He's got kidney problems. He's 78, right? Yes, I feel bad for him too, right? Because, like, I don't fancy getting old, man. Like, to have the things that you enjoy doing be the thing that hurts you, you know? Like, he used to eat a lot of stuff. Like, when we were kids and we would go out, he could eat enough for 3 people. And he's just, like, 5'8", you know? He's not huge. But, yeah, he could eat, man. Like, holy cow. Like, we would eat our supper, he'd eat our leftovers and his dinner at the same time. So, like, he used to eat a lot. But that's the thing. Depending on what you eat, that could give you heart problems. It could give you kidney problems. So, now he eats really well. But, yeah. Like, personally, I would be happy if he didn't live here. Because, like, I hate roommates. But I know it's the best place for him. This is the best place for him to be because, like I said, he's 78. He shouldn't live on his own because, like, I think about this too. Like, I'm only 34, but I'm like, well, if I lived alone, I'd want to have some kind of connection to someone where it's like, if I don't show up one day, send someone to come check on me because I might be dead. You know what I mean? So that's the thing. Like, I just want him to be happy and enjoy his life because if he's happy, he's not bothering me, right? So, yeah, that's what I mean. Like, he's not young, right? So, he deserves to just do his own thing, right? So, yeah, he's a crusty bastard, but I stay out of his way. My brother stays out of his way. And him and my mom, they'll go out to the grocery store and stuff like that, you know, do stuff like that. So that's great for them, you know? Like, they know each other, so they can talk about stuff that we can't, right? Like, if she didn't have that, like, she has her sewing buddies, right? So my mom and her cousin are in a sewing group that they go to. And, like, if she didn't have that, she wouldn't have any friends. Yeah, so my mom is 74. So, I'm 34. My parents were in their 40s when I was born. And my brother is a year younger than me. So, like, if you ask a doctor, it's a geriatric pregnancy. Because most women don't have children in their 40s. Like, they don't want to. But she did, right? And a lot of people have these ideas that if you do, it's, like, a bad thing. But, like, I'm healthy, you know? Like, my parents being old isn't what made me unhealthy. My parents having mental illness in their families is what made me unhealthy. So, like, my dad, he could probably use some medication, but he's not as bad as I am. Like, I used to be, like, hallucinating all the time. I used to think that I was adopted, and I believed it, too. You know? And that's kind of scary for your parents, right? All of a sudden you're saying you're adopted and it's not true. So, like, since then, I've had my DNA done. I did Ancestry and I did 23andMe. So I know they're my parents now. But, like, not that there was any question, right? Because who would put up with you if they didn't care about you? So that's the thing. Like, I went through a lot of stuff and they're still here. They're still around, right? You know, a lot of people would be like, I don't want anything to do with that, and they would just get rid of you. But, no. So, because I've went through that, I have a better appreciation for what they've been through, because, like, they had good relationships with their moms, but their dads were, like, really rough. So, yeah, that's the thing, like, I try to have sympathy for people. I try to empathize with them, and I can do that now because, like, I've experienced a lot of mental trauma, and now I just, like, you know, I'm happy that they're here. So, like, my brother and I, like, if we didn't have our parents, we'd probably be living with our brother if he could fit us, because his kids have all moved out. But yeah, man, like, no regrets. Like, you can't regret anything unless you really made a bad choice. And now I know all my decisions were based on a mental illness. So, like, not many people get a chance to start their lives over, but I did. You know, like, 2024 has been the best year of my life because I'm finally, like, awake and I'm living my life and I'm doing stuff. And it's exciting. Like, doing these streams and talking to, like, you and hearing your story and talking to other people about games, like, it's been very fulfilling because a lot of people my age are kind of twisted. So, like, I had older brothers that helped raise me, right? So even though I didn't have the best relationship with my dad, I still had my older brothers. So that helped a lot. And I have more of an affinity for the old days than I do the new days. But that's the thing, like, the 90s were a really pivotal point in history because going from analog to digital, going from no internet to the internet being everywhere, going from technology being something only the rich could afford to having it in everyone's home. Like, we live in a very exciting period of history. So much is possible now that wasn't before, and we're all connected in a way that we've never been connected before. Like, Sean, like, you're able to share your story and put it online, and people can watch that and they can experience that with you. Like, that's amazing. Like, YouTube is a really fantastic thing because there's just so much culture in it that, you know, like, like the commercials that I used to watch. It was called Concerned Children's Advertisers of Canada. And they put out these commercials that tried to make you more aware of how dubious the media could be. So there's one thing. It was called the North American House Hippo. And they put they CGI'd a hippo into a person's house and had it walk around and stuff. And they're like, oh yeah, the North American House Hippo. It eats potato chips and peanut butter on toast. It uses old socks and mittens for its nests. And then it shows at the end, it's like, oh, just because you see it on TV doesn't mean it's true, right? So, the Canadian government was trying to warn us about the media, and we didn't listen because we just watch whatever we see on TV and we just take it as what it is, right? And, most of the shit on TV is just fake, like reality television, right? Like Survivor and all that. It's all made up behind the scenes, and it's all fake, but it's called reality television. And we were warned about it in our childhood to be careful about what you watch on TV because they're going to try and put one past you. So it's like, okay. But a lot of people watch TV and that's the word of God to them. And they just take it as it is. And it's like, whoa, you really need to develop your critical thinking. So I'm into video games, right? And people will go online and they'll say, oh, these games are shit. Or that game is shit. Or this series is shit. And you shouldn't play it. And it's like, well, I had a lot of fun playing it, so I don't know what your problem is. And the problem is, they don't play the game. So if you don't play the game, how do you know if it's bad or not? Right? Make content for it and find out for yourself. So that's what I mean. Like a lot of the stuff I see on TV, I don't care. It's all entertainment to me. So that's why I don't really engage with the political system. Because I've already been warned about what I see on TV. So Polyev, yeah, he's made some good arguments, he's made some good promises, but we're not going to know if he's good or not until he gets into the office. So, personally, I hope he gets a chance to do things because, I don't know, man. I'm not super political, but some of the stuff Trudeau has said and done, I question. What's the thing he did? So, they wanted to kill these deer because there's too many of them, right? So, instead of giving Canadian or Indigenous hunters a chance at the deer, Trudeau hired American hunters to sit in a helicopter with an assault rifle with an extended mag, which is illegal in this country to have. You can only have a 10-round magazine or a 5-round magazine. That's the max you can have. And they flew around in a helicopter, shooting at every deer they saw. And they killed a bunch of deer that were the wrong deer. So it's who the hell thinks that's a good idea? Or what's the thing he said? We're going to put a heat pump in every house in Canada. Okay, well, first of all, a heat pump is not necessary. Yeah, you seen it on YouTube? Yeah, it's ridiculous. So my brother is into HVAC. Heating, what is it? What does it stand for? Heating, ventilation, and air conditioning. Yeah, so he does heating, ventilation, and air conditioning. So he put a heat pump into his daughter's house. And the thing about a heat pump is you have to use gas to heat the water. So instead of using a gas furnace to heat the air, you use hot water. The hot water heats the air. But you still need gas. So that's the thing. Just because you have a heat pump in your house doesn't mean it's the best setup for your house. My brother put the heat pump in because he wanted to put one in. He wanted to try it out. So he used his daughter's house as an experiment. But in our house, you wouldn't want a heat pump because you can't get the water to where it needs to go. We'd have to gut the whole basement. So Justin Trudeau has no idea how a heat pump works. He has no idea of the cost. Yeah, corruption, exactly. What he's doing is he's setting up businesses to make a killing. Oh, Justin Trudeau said, we're going to put heat pumps in, so here's the heat pump, and then you're going to buy this thing that you don't need. Yeah, exactly. So he's creating industry where there shouldn't be any industry. And that's corruption, right? So that's the thing, oh, here's something you don't need. Okay, well, fuck that. I don't need it, I don't want it, right? That's the thing. If we didn't have my brother installing the stuff himself, we couldn't pay for it. And like our furnace was like 50 years old. Like it was put in when the house was built in the 70s. And the thing was just shit. And ever since we put the new AC in, my mom saved like $60 to $80 on her bill. And you talk about corruption? Okay, I got a story for you. Internet. So we have Cogeco. It's a Canadian company. Better than Bell. Bell is pretty crooked. So we had 100 million bits per second speed. 100. We were charged $160 a month. That's with tax for our internet. They were offering 1,000 million bits per second for $100. So with tax, it's like $113. They never told us that they had a better package available. We had to go online and say, hey, our internet's not working, and not only is it not working, but you're overpaying us for an old service. Oh, sorry about that. We'll fix that for you. Okay, well, why do I have to call you up to give me the best service? Because if they're getting paid more for less, that's fine for them, but not for us. So now we have 10 times the speed at half the cost. You know, like, that's the system we live in. If you're not going for the things that are good for you yourself, then you'll never find out. It's ridiculous. So yeah, anyway, I'm going to hop outside for a second. I'll be right back. Okay, Sean, you have a good one. Hope to see you again, man. Oh, and by the way, I watched your thing about the head cancer. I can't believe how much they had to remove just to get rid of it. Like, that gash you had in your head? Like, yeah, it looked like someone split your head with an axe, man. That was crazy. But, yeah. You have a good day, and hope to see you again soon. Okay, so what am I doing now? Okay, I got the jumpsuits. Let's go put those suits away. Okay. So, vault suits go away. Store all junk. Is my instigating rifle in here still? Yeah.
Look alive.
Whatever you need.
Okay, let's go. Explore the combat zone. Let's go. So, I like talking about stuff like that because it's interesting. Like, I don't see why people get so upset about politics and stuff like that. Like, you know, maybe they're just really invested. Like, I don't know. No judgments here. Like I try not to get too attached to things, is my thing. So, like, video games. Like, I love video games, but if you think a game is shit, you know, that's not going to hurt my feelings if you think it's shit. Like, some people like Fallout, some people like Skyrim, some people like mobile games, you know, like, I don't play mobile games, because, like, I'd rather play a normal game like this. I find mobile games have things that make them addictive, and that's just my opinion. Like, if you just enjoy it for what it is, you know, that's great, you know? Like, you need to have things that you enjoy in your life. So that's why I think a lot of people need to play video games. Like, when I see someone really angry about something, I'm like, dude, what kind of hobbies do you have, you know? Like, what do you do to feel good about yourself? Because if you don't have something like that, then it makes you want to lash out. And I know that. Like, I have schizophrenia. And when I wasn't treated for that, I knew there was something wrong with me. But I didn't know what it was, and I didn't know what to do about it, and neither did my family. So, we couldn't do anything until I got really bad and was starting to act out. Like, once it started acting out, that's when people got scared. And it's like, you know, is this how he really feels, or is this something else? You know, like, you know, it was just really scary for all of us.
Yes.
Nice. And, like, now that I'm medicated and I'm better, it's like, you know, a lot of people need something to lighten the stress in their life. Like, worrying about the government it's something that's out of your control. Like, you can't control what happens, right?
What the? He ain't supposed to be in here. Rip him to shreds. Someone's out there.
Oh, hello.
What's that? Hey, the back. Won't underestimate us again.
So yeah, like, I get sometimes you need to vent, right? I hope this is a place that you can come and relax and hear some alternate perspectives, right?
You're a regular artist, aren't you?
Because not everyone is super invested in stuff. So if you get a more casual look at some things, sometimes you find, you know, oh, maybe I can relax how I feel. Like, my younger brother is probably the most relaxed out of us. And,
we don't want any trouble.
like, he gets mad at games, but, like, you know, you can get mad at games if you want. Sometimes they're frustrating.
I'm too pretty to go out like
But, yeah, like, getting upset about something you can't control, like, you can't control politics.
Come over here. Is it over?
They made a mess of this place, didn't they?
Well, that could have gone worse.
I don't know. Seemed quite the performance from where I was standing.
Are you fucking high or something? Why am I asking? Of course you are.
Was still winning the fight, wasn't I?
You're strung out and getting sloppy is what you are. Of course, I suppose you ain't got to worry about that now. Seems this one just put us out of business. I'm not sure if I should kiss you or have my little bird here feed you your own entrails.
I told you to quit calling me that.
She looks like my Mass Effect character.
I'm sorry. It just seemed like you guys might be in trouble.
Trouble? Nah. But keeping those idiots entertained was what kept the lights on. Not exactly sure what we're gonna do now.
To hell with them. More'll come. Just need a quick breather and I'll be ready to go.
A breather? What? So you can slam more of that junk into your arm? No. You know what? I think this was a blessing in disguise. You caught the end of that bout. What'd you think of Kate's work?
She's clearly talented.
See? At least someone knows skill when they see it.
It ain't your fighting skills I'm concerned with. So here's my predicament. I suddenly got no audience. No audience means I got no caps coming in. And if you ain't bringing in caps, little bird, you ain't an asset. You're a liability. To me, and to yourself. So, here's what I'm thinking. What say I let you take over her contract? She goes with you, watches your back. Look, you'd be doing me a favor while I try to get the place back in order. What do you say?
Me? And him?
Sure. I could use someone watching my back.
Good. It's settled then. And here, take this. It's the purse from the last fight. Exterminator's fee.
Now just wait a second. What exactly are you gonna do without me here?
You don't need to worry about me. I'll get this place set up right. Maybe find a less blood-soaked clientele. Now get the hell out of here. You ain't welcome anymore, little bird.
You're a real son of a bitch. You know that, Tommy?
You don't have to tell me.
I guess you just come find me then when you want to head out.
Hey, Kate.
So, you ready to head out?
Ready.
About time I got out of this place. Let's go.
Heading out with Kate, huh? Hope you know what you're getting into.
Hey, Valentine. I think you've got something on your face. Oh, it's skin. Yeah, you might want to get that looked at.
Nick.
Time to hit the road?
Time to hit the road?
Let's head out.
Well, all right.
All right, Nicky. Watch yourself out there.
Don't worry, Kate, I will.
Alright. There we go. We got another companion. Might be getting close to doing the DLC now. When we've done the Mechanist. Okay, we gotta level up. Get our first perk of Harbour. 1 down, 3 to go. So these ones are like, whatever, right? No big deal. Everything that's left is basically a main story. Like, we can't do this unless we do mass fusion. And if we do mass fusion, we're breaking up with the Brotherhood of Steel. And then this Pam option is in Nuka World. And then Rayburn Point and Aldersea Day Spa are Far Harbor. Yeah, so it looks like we're starting Far Harbor. Alright, let's go. I'm gonna go grab another beverage. Oh, there's a cat. Excuse me.
Mr. Nakano.
Did you have questions? About my daughter?
Anything more you can tell me about Kasumi? The smallest detail could be important.
I don't know what more to say. She's my little girl, and she doesn't know how dangerous this world is. I never should have let her grandfather teach her how to fix these machines.
Her grandfather? He taught her how to fix the radio?
Ever since she was old enough to walk, yes. Her grandfather had an ear for machines. Kasumi picked up the knack. He passed away recently. He used to scavenge the ruins in the south for parts. I kept telling him he was getting too old.
Why did your daughter really leave? Your wife says she left on her own, but you said it was kidnappers.
I know it was kidnappers. Kasumi is a smart girl, but she doesn't know how horrible people can be. Not like me and Rei. Why would she just leave her family with no explanation? Someone tricked her, got her to leave the safety of home. Every minute we aren't looking for my daughter, her life is in jeopardy.
Tell me more about this radio she was fixing.
I've tried to get that damn thing to work over and over again, but there's nothing. I thought she just wanted to strip it for parts or build a toaster out of it, or something, like she usually does. Someone made contact with her, and then they took her. God, what kind of twisted psychopath has my daughter?
No more questions right now.
Work quickly, Detective.
Yeah, I used to play Fallout 4 on the PS4. Yeah, that was before I could afford a good gaming PC. So, yeah, I did Far Harbor, and I didn't finish it, though, because what happened was the performance got really bad. So there's, like, a lot of fog and stuff, right? I'd be playing the game, and it would lag like crazy. But I did do a good portion of the content, but that was, like, 6 or 7 years ago. Yeah. I'm definitely ready to do it now, because as far as, like, the quests are concerned, like, you know, I have to do, if I'm going to continue working for Father, I have to betray the Brotherhood of Steel. So the only other stuff I have is, like, Vault 88. So I have 2 quests to go to Far Harbor. The Brotherhood Scribe quests, those 2 ones. So I already have stuff to do there. But yeah, I'm level 53. So I feel ready to tackle it now. I did the Mechanist like 2 streams ago. So yeah, I'm just about ready to go. But how about you? Are you an experienced Fallout player?
About my daughter.
I'd like to know more about Kasumi.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Like,
my daughter is strong.
I'm doing pretty good on this playthrough. Like,
how I know she's
on
still
PS4,
alive.
my highest level was 57, and that took me about 5 days of playtime. But this one, I'm 52, and it's only almost 2 days, so I'm way ahead of the curve. 9 years? Wow. Yeah. Good to meet another fan. Yeah. The guy that was on here earlier, Sean, he had like a level 200 character on his Xbox. So yeah, what's your highest level? Like, the highest I've ever been is level 57.
Every detail is important, Mrs. Nakano. Don't hold back.
No, it's nothing. I don't want to distract you, Detective.
Tell me more about this radio your daughter was working on.
I remember Kasumi was very excited about it. I figured she was secretly trying to make contact with Diamond City or another settlement. We're pretty isolated out here. She only has us for company, and Kenji can be overprotective.
You and your husband don't seem to agree about why your daughter left.
We both want to find her. The world out there isn't a place where you want to be alone. But Kenji still sees her swaddled in diapers. He doesn't see a young woman with her own decisions to make. Maybe because it's
okay, yeah.
She wasn't
I'm not,
tricked into
like,
leaving without telling
it's
us.
cool you use
That was her
mods. Like, I
choice.
know there's a lot
She
of good
didn't want
mods
us
out
to
there.
follow. Why?
Like, I do use the console, like, if I get stuck. Like, sometimes an enemy falls through the ground and you have to TCL to loot them. So that's basically what I do. Yeah, I imagine you would after 9 years. Like, when I was playing on PS4, that was like 2017. So, you know, it's been,
nothing else right now.
you know, like 7 years since I played it. Or, yeah, 6 or 7 years since I played it. So it's like playing it for the first time again. But yeah, like, yeah, I'm almost at 2 days playtime. But yeah, I have a lot of saves. You just scroll down. Yeah, so this is what? Number 16? Excuse me. Yeah. Man, that's what got me into the game, was the crafting system. Like, I love Fallout 3 and New Vegas. I enjoy Fallout 1 and 2 as well, but those ones are pretty hard to get into. But, yeah, like, as soon as I saw the crafting for this game, I'm like, oh, man. Like, I thought it was really cool that you could have just a basic weapon frame, and you could turn it into whatever you wanted to just by using the mods. And then the legendary items, too. Like, I already have a lot of good legendary items. Like, I'll show you what I have. So the first thing I got was an explosive 10mm pistol. So, yeah, like, making stuff is a lot of fun. Like, building your settlements, too. But this was, like, one of the first legendary items I got. I was, like, level 11, and I got this weapon. And, it basically helped me power up super quickly. I have an incendiary combat shotgun. Righteous Authority, which is probably my favorite weapon in the game. I got a 2-shot plasma rifle. A violent sniper rifle. And then my armor, chameleon combat left arm. I got the commando chest piece and helmet. Powered left leg, vats right arm. So I got 2 things that increase action point refresh speed, and 2 things that reduce vats action cost. And then the chameleon piece. So I've been super lucky in this playthrough. I kind of did a different build where I only had 1 strength, 1 endurance, and 1 charisma. So I put it all in luck, agility, intelligence, and perception. So I started off really weak. But once you start banking the critical hits, like, that's basically what my build is based around, is banking critical hits and doing critical hits. So that's, like, my favorite thing in the game, is the critical hit system. Because, like it helps balance the legendary enemies. Because, like, some legendary enemies, yeah, well, that's the thing. Like, I didn't even need to use the crafting skills because you just find the stuff from the enemies, right? Like, McCready is, like, my favorite companion, and because he picks up guns, right? Well, McCready picked up the advanced 10mm pistol, so I was able to put that on my explosive pistol, and I had a maxed out weapon really early on in the game. And then I forgot about Righteous Authority, so if I had remembered that, I would have made it one of the first weapons I picked up. Because, like, if you make it a pistol, like, I need to vat somebody. Like I can max out my my vats with the pistol. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Yeah, like, I can max out my vats with the pistol, which is really fun. Yeah, man, like, it's just so much more satisfying as a game to have the crafting in it, and the scrapping, and the settlement building. Like, I spent a lot of time doing all that stuff. You know? Like, just a lot of fun. And I wish games were like that. Like, more games were like this. And had these kind of mechanics. Like, I know Skyrim's older, but, like, I like the enchanted weapons in Skyrim. I find that's usually a really fun thing to pick up. And, like, having the legendary stuff in Fallout 4 is just like, yeah, it was just an evolution of that. Oh, here we go. It's for the radio, right?
Project log? Radio. Correction. Working radio. I'll finally get some news outside this house. My handle is going to be... let's go with... Ohm's Law. That should confuse the creeps. And if someone actually gets the reference, then we'll at least have circuitry in common.
I remember being a kid. There used to be, what was it called? Game Spy? and it was a way for you to connect with people and play games online, and met a lot of interesting people online. When they find out you're a kid, they kind of like want to educate you and stuff like that, and
Project log?
like some of the shit they tell you, it's like, why are you telling a kid this?
Filament plus power equals what?
But yeah,
I
like,
swear, sometimes I think my parents break these things just to keep me busy.
yeah, so what do I need to do for this? Do I even have the thing set up? Oh, yeah. Yeah, exactly. Because, like, I always go for, like, adhesive and stuff like that. I pick up typewriters, I pick up globes, I pick up microscopes, you know, stuff like that. Aluminum. The boathouse? Okay. Let's go. Search the picture frame. Oh, there's a key.
Hidden key, huh? Good work. Gotta find whatever it unlocks.
My dear Kasumi, if you ever get locked out of the safe, then the answer is here in the boathouse. Picture where the key is. Love, Granddad.
Project log? Myself. I never really thought about who or what I am, but God, where do I start? The radio. I was right about the range. I managed to get a signal, a strong signal, from up north. There's a group of people up there. They say they're all synthetic people, made by the Institute. They're trying to build a place for their kind, where they can be themselves and be accepted for what they are alongside human beings. It sounds wonderful, but
On the hill? Okay.
then they started asking about me, and some questions came up. Questions I don't have answers to. I mean, I've always felt off, like I'm not really supposed to be here, but then there are things in my childhood I can't remember, and I've been having strange dreams. I'm going to go to meet these synths. I have to know the truth about myself. They've told me to sail up north to a town called Far Harbor. I can make my way to them from there.
Rocks near the house. Oh. I don't see it here. West to the rocks? Oh, west to the rocks. Oh, okay. Oh, I see it. Nice.
Granddad, I know you can't hear this, but I can't think of a better way to say goodbye. You've taught me so much, and I won't forget any of it. I'm sorry that we'll never be able to fix up the old clunker we've got sitting in the boathouse. Wherever you are, I hope you're at peace.
Alright, let's do it.
Excuse me, Mr. Nakano.
Have you finished your investigation? Did you find anything?
I think I know where Kasumi went. A place called Far Harbor.
She went that far up north? God, that explains why she took the boat. There's no time to waste. You have to go after her.
Wait, did you find out why she left, Detective? Who she was speaking to?
What does it matter?
Because I know my daughter, and if she didn't tell us where she went, then she had a reason. Don't you want to know if she wants to be found?
You're right, Detective. Did you find any clue to why Kasumi left home?
Your daughter made contact with a group of synths. She thinks she's one of them.
What? That's crazy.
She's not a synth. She's our daughter. We raised her. I gave birth to her. She's flesh and blood, not a synthetic.
Maybe your daughter is just confused. Having an identity crisis.
Oh God. Does she even think we're still her parents?
This is what I was afraid of. Someone twisting my daughter's mind. You have to get to Far Harbor. Take my ship on the dock. It has a guidance system. A final gift from my father. And it's built for distance.
I'll get to the bottom of this, Kenji.
Thank you. I know you haven't asked for a payment, and we can't offer much. But here, please take it. I insist. For expenses, if nothing else.
I know it'll be hard waiting for word, but try to carry on like normal.
Oh, you can tell the factions about it? Oh, interesting. I didn't know about that. Oh, that's scary. Okay, that's something we can save for later, I'm guessing. Oh, they have 2 cats. Nice. Meow. Okay. Far Harbor. Okay. Because, like, when I did Far Harbor before, that never came up, so I probably wasn't far enough in the main story to have that option come up. But that's interesting. Oh, there's a time limit on there? Okay. Oh, okay. Quest far from home. Complete the quest far from home. Okay.
Are you lost?
Excuse me.
This is Far
Yeah.
Harbor. We don't get many visitors around here.
We don't need no
I can see that.
freeloaders or more help, mainlander. So you can get back in your boat and leave.
Alan, this isn't your dock. It belongs to the whole town. And that means strangers are welcome. Sorry, you've caught us during a difficult time. But Alan's got a point. Not all visitors have good intentions. So, what's your business here?
A young woman from the Commonwealth named Kasumi may have passed through here. Her family hired me to find her.
Some sort of detective, huh? Well, she came through here all right.
At least we know she made it this far.
Damn it. Mariners incoming.
Something's coming through the fog! You, help us defend the town, and I'll answer any questions you have. Take a post at the top of the wall, near the main gate.
The music was making my scalp tickle.
Careful on the hull, stranger. Don't fall off. If you do, we might not be able to rescue you in time.
Oh yeah, I remember these things. What are they, gulpers?
Man the hull. Something's out there.
Oh snap. Let's make a save.
The hell?
I healed everyone.
The gate! Open the gate! I've got wounded out here!
No time. Look to the fog. They're coming.
Gulpers!
Oh God! Defend yourselves!
Got trouble.
Gulpers, anglers, and fog crawlers. Okay.
All right.
Whoa, watch where you're throwing those.
It's over.
Eyes on the fog.
Something's coming.
I saw some. Anglers!
Fog's spitting out now.
Clear.
Huh. Man, how'd you like to live in a place like this?
Avery.
And now you see what we're up against. The fog and the creatures it spits out have taken the whole island from my people. But for your help when we needed it, you deserve this.
Thanks.
If you managed to survive despite all that, you must be tough.
Ornery, more like.
I'm done cowering behind your damn hull, Avery. Time you let me deal with the real problem. With the right people and my guns, I can end those Children of Adam cultists for good.
Oh boy.
The fog's been here forever. The children didn't make it.
Before the Rat Eaters came, the fog was under control. They come, and it all goes wrong. It's time we do something.
No need to burden the stranger with all this nonsense.
Have the children made the fog worse?
Absolutely not. There's not one bit of evidence.
Geiger counters don't lie, Avery. The fog's gotten more lethal year over year. And now the fog's covering the whole island. But only after the children came.
You know as well as I do that's happened before. Sure, people have theories the children are involved, but no one, and I mean no one, has proof.
What's the deal with the Children of Adam?
They're religious folk. Worship the power of Adam. Which is radiation, I guess. If you want details, you'd have to find and ask them. We used to have a peace with them until a certain hothead menace named Alan Lee...
Now that's enough. That preacher came into the harbor saying that it was Adam's will that we lost our land. That it was Adam's goddamn will that we lost so many friends and family. And that the Adam would wipe this whole place clean of us.
If it were up to me, you'd hang for what you did to that preacher, Alan.
What did he do to the preacher?
Alan pulled a gun on him. He claims the preacher reached for his. We don't have police, or really any law, just custom and popular sentiment. And after everything the preacher said, it was abundantly clear doing anything to Alan would have made matters worse.
Can we get back to business?
Sorry for all that. You're here for Kasumi, right? She headed inland to the Synth Refuge, Acadia. Getting there will be dangerous. You'll need a guide. Old Longfellow. No one knows the fog like him. But, word of warning, he's a bit of an acquired taste.
What's Old Longfellow's story?
He's the best hunter on the island. Fearless. Some say crazy. If someone needs to get to Acadia, he's the only one that'll do it. But, people around here are known for being stubborn, willful, and other, less flattering things. But Longfellow's got a reputation even among us.
What can you tell me about Acadia?
Ask Longfellow. He's the only one that's been there.
Thanks for the info.
Best place to look for Longfellow's at the bar. The last plank. And, please, lend a hand around town if you're able. Even if it's slapped away. People like the Mariner and Cassie and others need help. And let me say something you might not hear again. Thank you.
Eat it. Bait shop's got it.
Alright.
Mariner says the frog's alive. It can hear you. So when would you say?
Welcome to the bait shop. If you need any odds and ends, I'm your man.
The hole needs mending.
Let's trade.
Let's set you
Okay,
up.
does he have the ammo? Yeah, he's got the ammo. Alright. Pretty sure I have a lever action rifle if I go back, but I don't really need it. Oh, excuse me. Oh yeah, the recon marine armor. Really expensive, holy cow. Yeah, buy some of this ammo.
None of that.
Hey.
You're that mainlander who just got here. Better watch yourself, because this island seems everything. I should know. I watched the island tear down the greatest family that ever set foot in Far Harbor. It's a tale of greed, blood, and vengeance.
Sounds interesting. I'd like to hear
That guy in the background keeps yapping and I want him to shut up.
The Daltons was the pride of Far Harbor for generations, even back before the war. It was lumber and fishing that made the Daltons rich. But they got greedy, took too much from the island. The island's been getting revenge ever since, killing us off one by one. I'm the last Dalton still standing. Ah, but now our story takes an unexpected turn. A mysterious stranger comes to Far Harbor. Someone strong, someone capable. With the stranger's help, the last living Dalton finally has a chance to avenge her bloodline once and for all.
Let me guess. I'm the mysterious stranger who's gonna help you avenge your family.
Ah, you're a quick one. Good. You'll need your wits about you, because your part in the story is filled with danger. Now, on to the first chapter in our tale of vengeance. That would be the sad story of freckle-faced Petey. Petey was my cousin. He was a good lad, never caused trouble. He thought all those freckles brought him lost blood. Well, not so much. He was out foraging at the National Park campground when the island sicked some feral ghouls on him. Island's a sneaky bastard when it wants to be. Anyway, he made it back to town, but died from his injuries that night. Of course, those ferals are still out there, waiting to kill the next poor fool who comes along. Damn shame.
Those ghouls are as good as dead.
Good, good. It's long past time those shamblers paid for what they did to Petey.
Hey.
The fog. It's dangerous. Okay?
I don't have time.
You're from the Commonwealth, right? Don't talk to Bertha. She's crazy.
We're trying to have a conversation here.
Shut your mouths, open your damned ears. So the fogs are coming for us all, and I can't see any better way of greeting it than to have another round.
If you don't like the service, there's the door.
Yeah! Time to party!
Here's some Mitch!
Gee, that's the kind of bar I'd like to go to.
Mainlander, today's your lucky day. Free beer for ya. Ha ha!
Thanks for the free drink.
Look at you with all your mainland niceties. So, drink up. You stay here over long and the fog will claim you. Might as well meet her with a belly full of fire, eh?
I could use a drink.
Let's get you liquored up then. Ha!
Shipment of glass. Nice. Alright. Old Longfellow.
Bingo.
You unlock point of interest markers across the island.
Enough folks there.
Looks like a pretty big area. All to see day spa. I have to clear that out for a Brotherhood scribe.
How are you keeping the old CPU sharp?
Captain Avery said you can get me to Acadia.
Heard there was a scuffle out there. You get your hands dirty? I'm done leading people to their deaths in the fog. Last fella couldn't keep up. In the last 5 minutes.
Some parents are worried about their runaway daughter. She went to Acadia, and I need to find her.
If someone's headed for Acadia, there's always a story. Yours worth dying over, huh?
Yeah. I've done a whole lot more for a whole lot less.
If that's the way you choose to live, that's your affair.
Look, if that girl's in some kind of trouble, time could be running out. We need your help.
Christ almighty. You've seen better days, haven't you? I could get you to Acadia. But you've got to listen to me. Go where I say, when I say it. Still won't be easy. You stock up on your necessities, Rad X and the like. And then the real work can begin.
Let's go, Longfellow.
Follow me.
Meow. Oh, there's the cat.
Worries and cheap booze.
Out of town. Acadia is above the fog line on the mountain. It's a bit of a hike.
What the heck?
Want to take this road. It's foul.
How did they manage to tie up a Mirelurk? That's kind of funny. Oh, thanks for the jerky. That's cool. I wonder why. I imagine Mirelurk must taste like crab. Like, yeah, exactly. I wouldn't mind eating some of that. Let's talk to this person before we roll out.
The hull took a battering, to be sure. She wouldn't be standing at all if it weren't for you. They call me the Mariner, shipwreck, handyman, the only one keeping the harbor afloat. Beside Captain Avery.
The town's lucky you're here.
You blowing smoke up my sails. Huh. But there is... I don't suppose you'd be willing to lend a hand. In order to do proper repairs, I need tools. Specialized tools. And they won't be easy to come by. 450 caps if you can, though.
Sign me up. I'll help.
Eagles Cove Tannery. Tools are certain to be there. Now get.
Alright.
Fog ain't like nothing.
That's right. Getting shit done. It's a dirty job and someone's got to do it.
Tracks. Fresh ones. Trappers ahead. When the bullets start flying, find cover. Keep your head down if you want to live.
Yeah, let's take some Rad X. I don't know if there's going to be a lot of radiation, but got plenty. Well, that was a big squirrel. Holy cow. Trappers.
What was that? Fresh.
Yeah, I got a couple of pieces of chameleon armor. Got really lucky in this playthrough. My other one was a left leg, but I'm using the vats enhanced or the powered one. So then I got a left arm, Excuse me.
I'd have to take care
So yeah.
of a lot of them. Might just make a proper far harborman out of you.
Like, I went and checked my old playthroughs to see what kind of stuff I got, and this is probably the best one I've had yet. Except for, like, I'd like a plasma-infused weapon. I think that'd be pretty cool. Like a plasma-infused assault rifle, I'd go for that. This one's just a regular assault rifle, but it's maxed out. I didn't start picking up the crafting perks until I was, like, level 40 or 50. So I've been pretty lucky finding my drops. Bog ghoul.
Someone's coming.
Oh, I just shot Nick. Whoops.
Here's the mountain trail.
Alright.
Game trails crisscross the road, so don't be surprised.
Yeah, and the cool thing about the chameleon is if you move just a little bit at a time, you can move while keeping invisible. You just have to move like... Ooh, what the heck? Yeah, if you just like slowly inch your way forward, you can move while staying invisible. Mushrooms! Wolves? Oh. Just like Skyrim.
You like them puppies? We grow everything extra mean on the island. Still got a ways to go. Stick to the deep fog. Thus we steer clear. But you never know.
You never know.
When I was a young lad, no higher than you and me, the whole island was covered in fog. The fog eventually rolled back. People resettled. But they got comfortable. They started taking things for granted. Folk got short memories. All this has happened before. We ain't alone here. You're dead!
I thought I saw something. There.
Fuck, take them all. We ain't alone here. Found you! Well then, what's next? Gulper's got a fondness for fresh water. A small gulper, the ones in these parts, is a fair challenge. Now the big ones, they can grow 2-3 times the size of a man. Good thing you don't see too many of them around.
Right. Well, that's a lot of radiation there. Oh, those barrels.
Hold there. Stringing one more soul to their damnation, old man?
Well, what have we here? Another rad worshipping lunatic. That's what.
Your barbs do not harm me. I am shielded by my faith.
How about bullets? Faith shield you against those too?
Let's just settle down, okay?
You're right. Waste of ammo.
Do not sully this one with your blasphemy, old man. You. I suggest you go no further. Acadia is a nest of snakes. Beasts that subvert the will of Adam.
All right, I'm listening. Tell me about Adam.
Tell you. Look around. You stride through his kingdom. A land blanketed beneath sacred fog. A land Adam has claimed for his children. And you may join our family if he deems you worthy.
Okay, sign me up.
Excellent. Head to the nucleus. There, Adam's plans for you will be revealed.
If you're done wasting time with a fanatic, let's move. Up ahead, the air's clean. No fog. Acadia's not too far now.
Acadia!
And we've arrived. Acadia's already been watching us for a good spell. If you want to talk with them, just go inside. They'll be waiting for you. You need my help again, you come see me. Got a cabin just outside of Far Harbor. Good place to tool up your gear, get some rest, or get stinking drunk. Just make sure if you're bringing a bottle of something strong, there's enough to share.
Okay.
Maybe later, Longfellow.
All right, but I'm serious about the offer. You ever want to hunt the forests and waters of the island together, I could think of worse things to do.
Okay. Before we go in and talk to them, I'm just gonna go do something real quick, and I'll be right back. Okay. Let's check these people out.
You know, when I first climbed this mountain above the fog, I thought to myself, now here is a metaphor worth taking in.
I forgot about this, dude.
A place of clarity, understanding, peace. While you're here in Acadia, Synthkind welcomes you as long as you welcome us.
I came here looking for Kasumi Nakano.
Really? I'm impressed. Few would brave the kind of journey you've had for the sake of someone else. Kasumi is here. She's safe and unharmed, and you're free to see her if you'd like. Before you do, though, tell me, do you think Kasumi is a synth?
We're not answering any more questions until you play straight with us. Just who the hell are you, really? There's only one synth with that kind of face and a mind of his own. And I only see him when I look in a mirror.
Nick? It can't be you.
They know each other?
That. What are you trying to pull? I've never seen you before in my life.
Please, if you're willing to give me a chance, I can explain.
He's talking to himself.
Is this a joke? Do you really know Nick?
Let me tell you what I know, and you can judge for yourself. We were prototypes, Nick. The first synths capable of independent thinking and judgment.
Keep talking.
One of the Institute's experiments had to do with how our brains could process personality. If
Yeah,
we could handle
exactly.
individualized feelings and behaviors, I was allowed to develop mine based on experience. But with you, they wanted to try transferring an entire personality into you. It took several attempts before the personality imprint worked. I saw you wake up not knowing who or what you were so many times. I couldn't let them do it to you anymore. We were the only two prototypes they made. I literally saw myself in you. You were my brother, Nick. I helped you escape the Institute. We left together.
If I were your brother, I'd remember.
That's where you'd be wrong. This happened over a century ago. There's only so much memory that can fit into the prototype brains we have.
I've heard enough. I think you and I need to talk about this. Maybe not now, though.
Nick, is he really your brother?
If he is, it's news to me. Can synths even be related? Just because we're from the same assembly line, does that make us family? I gotta think about this.
We'll talk later. This is a lot to take in.
Nick, I don't need you to believe me. I'm just glad to see you again. Whenever you're ready, I'll be here. Now, about young Kasumi. It's important that you understand exactly why she's here. I asked you before if you think she's really a synth. If you could indulge me with an answer.
She's human, and she has a family waiting for her.
But imagine what it means if you're wrong. If Kasumi is a synth, then she doesn't have a family. She never had one.
Yeah, I know, right?
None of
Like,
us take this transition.
it was just pure bullshit luck that I had Nick with me on in this case. So this is totally new to me.
That someone stripped her very identity from her and made her into something she isn't. I want you to understand that before you see her.
The sound of the machines is tickling my ears.
Not hiding, not pretending to be something else. One more question, if you'll indulge me.
Yeah, exactly. Like, if I didn't have Nick with me before, I would have went right back for him.
Another reason you came to us. Tell me, are you a synth?
I'm a human being, not a synth.
Are you sure? I don't mean to question you, but what's the first memory you have?
I remember being in my house the day the bombs fell. We ran to the vault. We were frozen. I was the only survivor.
No memories before then? Just a single day, and then waking up alone? We so easily accept what's presented
It's
to
true.
us as the truth.
Like, when you play as the good
Isn't
guy
it
in this
funny
game,
how
you're kind of
memory
like a
can feel
benevolent
like a
psychopath,
whole
basically.
different
That's why, like, when I had
People,
McCready, he was a really
even
tough dude
sounds
to
and
impress
colors
because
can
he didn't buy into that shit, right?
someone else
Like,
has changed.
someone comes up
I
to you
won't
pretending to
lie
be
to you.
nice. Well, you think
There
they're
will
pretending,
always
right?
be
Like,
other
it's just weird.
explanations.
So,
Trauma,
yeah. It's
disease,
funny.
The background radiation.
I mean, he is technically a
They
synth,
all
right?
take
He's
their
just a
toll
projection
on
of
the
a
mind.
1
But
and
I can
0 in a
promise you
video
that we
game.
will accept you, no matter what you decide you are.
Yeah, it's like Dragonborn. The first day of your life is your last day.
Thank you. You've given me a lot to think about.
I'm glad to hear it. Acadia is open to you. Feel free to walk the grounds. Introduce yourself to my co-founders, Faraday and Chase, and I'm sure you're eager to talk to Kasumi. She's usually working down below. Is there anything else you need from me?
Yeah, well, we're the supreme being, right? I'm in everything. I'm in everything. I gotta take a picture of that. That is too fucking funny. I'm in everything. Like, what the hell? I find that very amusing. It's like, what else could you say? Oh man. Yeah, the supreme being, right? Like, there's not many games where you play as a real human. Like, I played a game called Operation Flashpoint, and it was a realistic military simulator where if you took a shot to the torso, if you took a shot to the torso, like, you would die, basically. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. If you told someone that you had superpowers, like, oh, I just saw the perfect movie for that. Have you ever heard of Unbreakable, Split, and Glass? They're superhero movies made by M. Night Shyamalan. And that's basically like the lesson of the story. It's like, if you're a super being, a supreme being, you can't tell anybody about it because they either won't believe you or they'll try to stop you. So that was kind of like the moral of the story. Because like they were superheroes, right? Like they had things that made them super unique. And there was people that were watching them the whole time. They're like, oh, for 10,000 years, our way has worked the best. So it's like, Jesus Christ, right? He went around saying he was the son of God, and look what happened to him, right? They executed him. You think Sean sent us to do this? Makes sense because, like, he's the one that's been in the play the longest, right? Like, he knew that you had this potential in you because of whoever you really are. And he's like, yeah, my dad or mom could save the world. So, like, they're the ones that let you out, right? So that's why it's a really interesting position to be in. Like, I kind of don't want to make anyone an enemy because you want to, like, have everything work out for the best, right? Yeah, exactly. He may have put you there, right? So that's something that a lot of people might overlook. So that's a really good point. So yeah, let's say we're with the Institute. Say what he says.
I'm just gonna tell you right now, Beamer. I'm in the Institute.
That's quite an admission to make. I'm used to the Institute striking from the shadows. I'll say this to you. I'm not your enemy. I only wish to live here, in peace, with my people. As a scientist, can you not see the value of independent synth life? You have a chance here to witness how wondrous that could be. All you have to do is do nothing. Don't tell your fellow researchers about us. Don't tell them we're here.
Fine. I'll keep your secrets for now.
Thank you. Now, was there anything else I can do for you?
Who are you? What's your story?
I came to this island over a century ago, hiding from my creators, the Institute. But after my escape felt secured, I was left with nothing. No programmed task. No false memories. I spent a year just sitting in a cave. Just sitting. One day, it finally occurred that maybe I could decide for myself what to do, who I was. I've been doing that ever since. Was there anything else?
I'm in the Brotherhood of Steel. We have plenty to say about synths. How dangerous they are.
We're not dangerous. Those who've used us, tried to replace humans with my kind, they're dangerous. All we want is to live in peace, on our own. See for yourself. Walk through Acadia, talk to my people. We aren't a threat to anyone.
All right. I'll reserve judgment for now.
Thank you. Now, was there anything else I can do for you?
Valentine disliked that? What the heck?
Tell me more about this place, Acadia.
All I want is to bring as many synths here as I can, and give them a chance to know what they really are. To embrace it. Beyond that, we just want to live in peace. I don't have any grand plans for expansion. Just existing as we are now is enough. Was there anything else?
I'm part of a group that helps synths. The Railroad.
Really? I don't understand why a group dedicated to helping synths would convince them through fear that their only option is to hide. Yes, they volunteer for the memory wipe. Yes, not knowing you're a synth makes it harder for the Institute to find you. But the cost, I know how frightening it is. The risk of capture. But sacrificing what you are, avoiding the true struggle to be accepted as our own form of life?
I hadn't thought about it like that. I'm sorry.
So am I. Your heart is in the right place, and it's unfair of me to judge, while I enjoy relative safety from so far away. Was there anything else I can do for you?
So, everyone here in Acadia is a synth?
Yes. Either they were escapees we managed to find before the Institute could, or they were victims of a mind wipe, and we revealed the truth to them.
Oh, excuse me. Alright.
I should get going.
Of course.
Perhaps we're in there a long time. Are you feeling all right?
I'm fine. You worry too much.
Sometimes I feel like you don't worry enough. You know we blew 3 more relays this week. I'm coming in. You stay right there.
You track Kasumi here. I'm impressed. Perhaps not as quietly or efficiently as possible, but thankfully she was never in any real danger.
She a courser?
I'm afraid your journey was unnecessary.
So, you're saying you could have done a better job of it? Didn't know it was a competition?
Yes, absolutely. Acadia is a safe haven for synths. Were it not, I would not have aided anyone in reaching it. Every synth I've tracked down, every synth convinced to come here, has been assured that he or she will come to no harm. My job is to make sure they all remain safe, no matter what. Understand?
How do you manage to track down synths and bring them here?
That's not a subject we need to discuss. I manage. That's all that matters. You have Dima's blessing, so by all means, make yourself comfortable.
So, what's your story?
I used to be a courser, returning synths that had escaped from the Institute. I was tracking a synth and instead found Dima. He convinced me of the truth and the error of my ways. I rejected the Institute, made sure they couldn't track me, and dedicated my life to instead helping synths find freedom.
Tell me about Acadia.
Dima's told you most of what you need to know. It's as safe as we can make it for now. With every new synth we rescue, we're better able to defend ourselves.
I hope you feel better. Yeah, that's unfortunate, but yeah, I hope you feel better after you lay down, Tim. Thanks for chatting with me and helping me out with the DLC. I'd much rather have someone tell me than look it up, because it doesn't feel like giving up, I guess.
Is everything all right?
So thanks for helping out. Hope you're feeling better.
I'd like to help you all. Is there anything I can do?
Actually, as a matter of fact, there is. If you're serious about contributing, well, we've got a situation I need someone to look into. You've had some experience traveling around the island, so you may be decently equipped to handle it.
What's the problem?
We were expecting a new synth to arrive, and he should have been here by now. There's been no sign of him, and I'm concerned that he might have become lost on the way here.
You have any leads on where he might be?
You should start by talking to Brooks in Far Harbor. He's one of us, a synth. He's the one who meets the new arrivals and gets them started on the journey here. Of course, he's not likely to tell you anything without proof that you're working for me. If he doesn't cooperate, tell him that his designation is L792. That should convince him. That's as much help as I can give you for now. Please, hurry. If that synth is out there alone, he won't last long.
Okay.
I assume you're not planning on staying long.
Is there a problem with my being here?
Maybe. Maybe not. Acadia is only as secure as we make it. We take unnecessary risks, we get careless, and things can go bad. Fast. If there's a synth who needs a safe place, then we take them in. Let them live as a synth, without fear. You don't fit that description. That makes you an unnecessary risk. It's nothing personal. Minimizing our contact with outsiders is just practical.
You can relax. I'm not a threat.
Just don't cause any trouble.
New guy, right?
Look, I'm not anybody worth talking to. My head is killing me. Now's not a good time.
What's wrong?
We're doing this anyway? Even after saying I don't want to talk? God. You try having somebody botch a mind wipe on you and see how it feels. Then get back to me, okay?
What do you mean, mind wipe?
Oh, for fuck's sake. You're a synth on the run. You go to someone, you get a new face, and they wipe your mind so the Institute can't find you. Only somebody screwed mine up.
So here I am. Now just, please, leave me alone.
I have a condition too. It's called schizophrenia. So when you're not medicated, you hallucinate and think things like people being synths or that VTubers are talking to you. That was one for me.
But it's all somebody's got.
Yeah,
It
you know,
certainly wasn't what I was
all kinds of
assuming.
crazy stuff can go wrong in your brain, and it's pretty hard to deal with. So yeah, like the problem with my condition is there's no test for it, like a blood test.
You're that new fellow from the
It won't show up in a blood test,
So
and it won't
wonderful
show
to
up in a
meet someone
scan.
from back home.
It's
I'm
a
afraid
genetic
Kasumi doesn't seem
condition
to
that
want to discuss
causes
it,
your
but
brain to
how are
overstimulate itself. So you're like excited all the time, but then it's like, oh, I can't get to sleep. You know, like you're up all night, and then when it wears off, you crash.
Well,
So like
certainly,
I'd
why
sleep
wouldn't
during
I?
school,
It's where I came from.
but it wasn't that bad until
would
I
like to see it
hit my
again
late
someday.
20s. Like once I
things
started
settle down here.
around
Acadia
28,
is all well
29,
and good,
that's when
I
it got really
suppose.
bad.
But honestly,
So I had to
it
go to
does
the
get a bit
hospital a few
boring.
times, and a doctor didn't even diagnose me. Like doctors kept giving me antidepressants, which made me worse. But a social worker talked to me, and she's like, "You're schizophrenic." I'm like, "Okay, whatever." So she told the court, that I was schizophrenic, and then I was able to get onto disability.
Well, what is it?
You're safe here.
So that's just a really lucky
I suppose
turn of events,
one
right?
could do with a little excitement
Just straight up
now
luck.
and then,
Like,
though.
not everyone
Don't you
gets
think?
it that easy.
I'm sure I'll see you around.
I wouldn't say
Do
it was
take care.
easy to go through, but the process only took like a couple of years. And then once I got on the right medication, I started feeling better, and now I'm here doing YouTube, which you know, I probably could have done before, but I would have
You're new
been
here too, huh?
pretty unreliable.
I haven't been here that long myself. Honestly, I'd be dead right now if it weren't for Chase. Turns out it's pretty hard to live as a synth in the Commonwealth.
I'm sorry to hear that you suffered.
Thanks, but it doesn't matter now. I'm here, and I'm safe. And I'm never leaving. I'll see you around, okay?
Okay,
Some
so
other time, okay?
did I talk to you yet?
One day, I'm gonna get out there and see the rest of the world.
Did you need something?
Sure.
Sounds like you got the all clear. So what's your story?
I came here looking for Kasumi.
Oh, isn't that sweet of you? That Kasumi's a good enough kid, I suppose. A little confused, maybe. But then, aren't we all? Not that anyone's asking, but I'll tell you. It all gets easier to deal with when you realize none of it matters. What you are, where you came from, let go of all that, and life gets simple.
Yeah, that's why I'm a gamer. That's what I identify as. So I play video games.
Yeah,
Bam.
I hear you.
Is that so? Huh. Most of the chumps here act like I'm out of my gourd. Good to know someone else sees it my way. Anyway, lately I've taken to
Like,
amusing
people will
myself
ask
with
me
trading.
my opinion,
Don't have
and
much
you
to
know, I'll
work
share
with,
my
but I'm
opinion,
always
but
happy when I can
I don't really feel too
Let me know if you
strongly
need something.
one way or the other.
I probably won't have it, but
I
let me know
think
anyway.
people, if people are stressed,
take a
then
look, sure.
they
You
might
never know,
find
I might actually have something
some
useful.
relief with video games. You know, everyone in my family plays. My brothers play. My mom plays. You know, even my dad plays games. So everyone has a way of relaxing. Like, sometimes games can be stressful, but for the most part, they're quite rewarding, I find. And you can share your experiences with other people, which is quite exciting. Oh yeah, the recon armor, man. Yeah, that stuff is awesome. 40,000, holy cow. Yeah, I don't know how I could make that much money. I guess fast forwarding a lot. But yeah, so like people that get upset about things, right? Like, you could find some relief, like watching movies, right? Like, I like watching movies and TV too, but I like video games because you can interact with them. But like movies, you know,
I understand
sometimes you
it's a
watch a
good bit of
movie and it
art.
stresses you out a little
What
bit,
do you
right?
think?
Like Glass. Like, I thought that the villains were gonna win,
in its own way,
and it really stressed me out. But
Refreshing.
it didn't turn out that way
Most
in the end.
don't view it the same.
So I was glad, but
glad someone
it
else
does a
can
really
see
good job of
This
convincing
island,
you.
with all of its danger and beauty, predates you and I. The ecosystem isn't what it once was, but it has adapted, and it will continue to adapt, long after we're gone. What's important, really important in the long run, is understanding it, and then passing that knowledge along to those who will follow us.
That sounds like a noble goal.
Well, thank you. I wish more shared the sentiment. I should note that I'm not fully versed in human anatomy, but I'm your best chance of medical assistance should you require it. Since Dima has approved of you, I'm more than willing to offer help.
I'd like to help you with your research.
Oh, well, that's thoughtful of you. Okay. What can we have you do? There's a flower native to this island, a species of the genus Aster, that has survived remarkably well. It doesn't quite have the brilliance of color that I understand it once did. Before the war. I'm personally rather fond of them, but lately have been investigating secondary chemical properties they possess. If you could bring me additional samples, it would speed up my research. I can offer you a meager amount of caps, if that makes the idea more appealing.
I have some flowers for you.
I'm sorry, is this a joke I'm not in on? If you do actually find any, I'll be happy to take them.
What the heck? Okay. Yeah, I was just thinking that synths are pretty cool because, like, I'm pretty sure they don't have to eat or sleep. So I'm like, man, if I didn't have to sleep, like, if I didn't get tired, like, I would stream as much as possible. But I do get tired.
Kasumi Nakano?
Sorry, I'm ready.
Like, it may not seem like much, like, just playing games, but being aware of, like, people could be watching this and thinking of things to say and stuff like that, like, it does make it a little more fatiguing.
Hired to find you.
So I'm going to wrap it up very soon.
You're what?
But I will be back tomorrow at
without
about the
telling
same
your
time.
folks why.
I usually
Must
start
have known they'd be
12
worried.
p.m.
Look, my
Eastern
mom and
time.
Dad-
I'm in Ontario.
I mean, those people that
So
were
it gives me time to sleep in if I want to
wouldn't
sleep
want
in and watch some stuff to get ready, and then
What do you mean?
I'm not their daughter. I'm a synth. I thought if I just left, it would be easier for them. How would that conversation have gone anyway?
What? She is a
I've
synth?
been lying to you this whole time? Your real daughter is dead and I replaced her?
Do you have any proof that you're actually a synth?
Little things. Dreams of waking up in a lab. Years I can't remember from when I was a kid. Not to mention how I never quite fit in back at home.
You haven't replaced anyone. Kenji and Rei are still your parents.
Look, I get it. They hired you to bring their daughter back. And I wish I could. I really do. Acadia isn't what I thought it was. There's more going on than just the refuge. I can't leave until I've gotten to the bottom of it. I've been running for long enough.
If something's going on, then I can help. Just tell me what's happening.
I don't know how you could. Wait. Wait, of course you can help. You find things, track down answers. That's what you do, right? That's why you came after me. What if I told you that there's a secret? A big secret here, on this island. Something way more important than just one lost girl.
All right, I'm listening.
Okay. Where to begin? You saw all those computers that Dima's hooked up to, right? They hold his memories, or offload data from his brain. Or maybe some combination of both? Well, Faraday asked me to help do some repairs on them, and, you know, I got curious. There's like a century's worth of life experiences in there, and that's when I see it. Data models Dima has been making. One was the fog taking over Far Harbor. Another was a nuclear detonation on the island. Plus, death counts. What if Dima is so open and welcoming because he's actually hiding something from us? A plan to wipe out the rest of the island.
We should get to the bottom of this. If Dima is putting on an act, we need to know.
You don't trust Dima? After you came all this way for him?
I didn't come to Acadia for him. I came here because this place offered answers. And now that I found a place I belong, I'd rather not lose it all if Dima is secretly planning to destroy everything.
I'll help if I can. But that's not much to go on.
I know. I've been working on that, but I haven't had much luck. I keep seeing Dima, Faraday, and Chase head into the laboratory at the other end of the hall. Then they come out later looking like they've been arguing. There's actually a storage space right next to there. It'd be a perfect spot to hide and eavesdrop, but it's been locked up. I've also tried breaking into Faraday's terminal, since he and Dima are so close, but the security on it is crazy.
Okay, hacking the terminal
Step
shouldn't be
aside
hard.
and let the master hacker show you how it's done.
Yeah.
If you're sure. Good luck. Once you have something...
Super hacker!
One case to a new one. It's never easy for us, is it?
Nope. And this sounds like a good time to, good place to end the episode. So thanks everyone for coming and watching me play. I appreciate you spending your time and talking to me and hanging out. I'll be back again tomorrow, most likely, at 12 p.m. to play some more Fallout. If not, then definitely the next day. So I usually don't have much going on in my life. Sometimes I do get busy with family, but I can usually stream, 4 or 5 days a week. So yeah, thanks for watching.